guinea pigs already complaining in the background.
Guinea pig?
Sounds like guinea pigs in the background.
No, I have like birds in the background.
Those are... Okay, my birds sound like, they're not as much squeaky, they're more like screaming.
Featuring at Chaotic this is how we get views on this fucking stream VOD, right? And then I turn it into like a little clip video when we have one interesting conversation. Oh man. We're getting shit started. And where's the why haven't been added in general? What the fuck?
Right, I feel like the one mission I just played before in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where you're like spying in a meeting, and you're basically the waiter. You have one bonus mission, not to get one guy drunk. And he was always complaining that he wanted alcohol, so I gave him one drink. He immediately was drunk. And the side mission failed. And I'm that guy now. Like now that he said this is gonna be clipped, I'm like, okay, I'm not allowed to get a drink now. This is a clip stream.
This is a clip stream. Grab clips. We need engagement.
Yeah, everybody clip right now.
The 2 people watching, the 13 live viewers, this is massive. You know what else is massive though?
What else is massive?
Your alcohol addiction.
True. I need help. I need serious help. Alright, so welcome everybody to this installation of the Hoi4 podcast. Like the cinema.
I think you're on the wrong website.
No, that's on YouTube. I can pull it up. Jamie.
Show it in the stream.
Let's show it to our audience. Can we get
Boys about to be becoming man.
can we get Greg Paul kissing Logan Paul's fucking his sister, his girlfriend? Anyway, everybody, welcome to the Hoi4 podcast. Today it's the Chaotic Florius podcast because we have everyone's favorite Austrian male, Chaotic Florius. Florius, is there anything you want to say for yourself before we start this intervention?
Sure, I'll be paid per hour.
Yeah.
That's true, yep.
He didn't read the fine print. But it's fine. He doesn't need to. Oh fuck, I need to pop out the stream chat. I don't have it open. Shit!
But also we're missing 2 of our other co-hosts for today.
Yeah, we're missing 2 people. We're missing low time preference. And we're missing fucking what's the other guy? Oh, we're missing
John Fapper for the second day in a row.
Guy.
The thing with John
The
Fapper,
other guy.
John Fapper, last stream he was sleeping. Today he went out with his family. Oh fuck, double audio. So you know.
No, last stream he got shot in Chicago.
Yeah,
That's
last stream he got shot in Chicago. He couldn't make it because this stream he's like getting drunk with his family. So you know, he's not committed to the grind like we are, low gangers.
Terrible.
I already noticed this is like a very professional operation. You're like, you know what? I know Florius, so everyone must know Florius. So I'm not even gonna like say what he does. I'm just gonna say this is Chaotic Florius.
To be
I'm
fair,
gonna put it.
You have a way bigger channel than me. To be fair, let's be fair here, right? Let's not sell you short.
Yeah, but I don't, like it doesn't change anything for me.
So Florius,
If you thought Hinted was a professional.
This dude gets paid by Paradox. I don't get paid for this shit. I get sued actually.
That's how they pay me.
Hello, do I do reactions? Depends. How much? No, I'm kidding. Depends. Is it against TOS? I've got a fucking. Where's my mouse? I've lost me mouse. Oh, there it is. I don't. Santiago,
what are you doing? I'm just looking at the stream. What's going on?
No, you don't understand. No, it's because you don't understand. Let me show you my second monitor. We've had to upgrade a bit, right? So it's a bit crazy right now.
What I imagine right now is that like Panama situation. You don't have like you have like a real mouse as a computer mouse, and it just ran away, and you're like, shit, where's my mouse?
That's powering my fucking Wi-Fi, man. Listen, if Jeremy the mouse runs away, we're fucked.
Forget the water wheel. Forget the wind turbine, man. We have the hamster wheel. That's like future technology.
Yeah, you don't understand. It perpetually spins as long as you give it food and water and shelter. Anyway, Florius, you're a big man, big boy. You make a lot of content on YouTube. You want to talk a bit about what your grind set's like? Your alpha male.
A lot, yeah. I've been gone for 2 months now. I just uploaded a video last week. So this year my balance has not been quite good.
It's a crazy grind,
though. Yeah. I'm grinding losses.
Well, if you're not grinding losses, what are you grinding really? Have you thought about that?
I'm so happy I'm self-employed, I'm gonna be honest. The other day I got an email for a sponsorship. And I think in a very polite way I wrote fuck off. Yeah, because I don't know, like, you know.
I mean,
personally, I mean, Hoi 4, how did I get into it?
How did you get into it? I think we need to talk about how everyone got into Hoi 4.
I think it was around the time where I should have learned for my final exams in school.
For sure.
I rather decided to play Hoi 4 because it's procrastination. Turns out it was very important for my life, so therefore take that education system in Austria. I learned something more important why I should have learned for the final exams. And on top of that, I got through my final exams.
So school wasn't worth it then?
Barely, but I did.
Do people know what you studied in college? Do people know the downgrade of the century?
But if I tell you, you gotta read a whole lot of opinions. No, it's not political science.
It's not political science. Chat. It's not political science. Chat. It's not political science.
Wow.
Listen, guys, it's not. It wasn't pol sci. Florius isn't brave enough for politics. There's something equally as satanic, though.
No, I like that. What I started was renewable energies, and it was very interesting. Like
you learn about wind,
I was very interested. Basically, all the different things. I mean, you even learned how to calculate like gas and steam turbines. So it's like not just that. Yeah. You learn basically base technologies, and then you go further to the more interesting stuff in the field. But to be honest, I couldn't imagine for the rest of my life. It's just, you know, I'm more of a creative person, and it's very not creative, and it's a lot of politics, you know, especially it has become a heated topic. You know,
especially in Europe, yeah.
There's parts in Austria that are currently trying to ban wind turbines because they are disturbing the nature. They're environment unfriendly in their argument, and I'm like, interesting. Anyways, puts down a coal power plant.
Like Europe's fucked when it comes to renewable energies, because like you don't have a canal through your entire continent, so you can't really do it, you know.
I mean, we actually
can't really do it.
We have a lot of like hydropower in Austria.
In Panama, I think our biggest power source is the canal. So if it goes under, we're fucked.
Is it because like of the different streams from the both sides of the ocean?
Well, it's like one Yeah. It's because you have the locks on the Pacific and the Atlantic, so you got a lot of power, and we're not a massive population, so it just spreads out really well. Like, can feed the whole country pretty much. Oh, we have
like two options.
We have a very political question in chat, Florius. I don't know if you want to answer this, but do you fuck with garlic bread?
Ooh.
I eat it. It's good.
I love that shit.
I feel like everything besides that is not further important for the public eye to know, right?
Yeah. What you do with garlic bread in your own home, that's for you to know, for you and God only.
I mean, either way, you have to agree. You have to put it into the oven first, otherwise it's cold.
I'm saying is fucking stale garlic bread. Like, I've said too much. Florius, it's Hansen Fanner when? That's a great question. Might need to get back to you on that one. This is like when fucking someone threatened to draw John Fapper Fanner all over again.
That was funny.
Yeah. I was scrubbing through the stream. I decided to start editing the war section first. Dude, the fucking lobby before the war was crazy. We were talking about... I don't know what. Someone would just start talking about John Fapper and Fembean, and then Florius would chime in. He'd be like, "That's insane."
I was just trying to
Great
save
War
the
one?
nation while you were just trash talking.
I wasn't even trash talking. We're talking bullshit half the stream. It wasn't even trash talking.
You were talking trash, therefore you were trash talking. Like, there was no roleplay involved. It was just.
It's because we ran in with the idea of this is gonna be a PvP thing, and then halfway through, halfway through, Italy joined the Central Powers, and it went off the and the Ottomans lost Istanbul as well.
I
Well,
do
we got
remember.
a donation.
Oh thanks for the 6 euro. What do you think about cement? Oh shit, I can't make my thoughts on cement be known. You know, it's a dangerous train of thought we're going down with cement.
He told me privately, delicious. He thinks it's delicious.
Listen,
It keeps you strong, you know, it helps the gains.
I can't say if that's my real opinion or not, but I will say I did tell Florius my opinion. How old am I? That's a crazy question. Old enough, I'd say. I've lived a fair few lives, you know.
Hashtag grind or what?
Hashtag grind. Hashtag grinder, dude.
Hey, that's you. All fair.
I am the.
Do what you must.
I'm the grinder. I'm grinding out videos every day.
He's
Mr.
also
Grinder.
on Grinder.
I was talking about grinding videos. Florius, you're one of the most consistent YouTubers I know. How do you do it? And it's not just like a matter of. It's not just a matter of you post consistently. Like the quality's fairly consistent amongst uploads, which is the really impressive part for me.
I think it's like a combination of ADHD and autism. That's not even a lie. That's just what I think it is.
I've noticed a lot of Hoi4
Well,
YouTubers
listen, man.
have ADHD.
Listen, man, it's a fucking map, alright? You need to have
Yeah,
something.
it's a map.
You need, to have, you need to have something fucked up in your head to look at a map for 6 hours straight.
I don't know, like, I feel like I have a lot of outtakes and stuff, but I do put in the hours, and if I'm, like, unhappy that it's, like, either I just do the super grind and work, like, 10 hours straight in the night
That's the of
to
course.
get the video done,
That is the official story.
or I
If
put it back a
you-
day.
We all know that really, if you get angry, then you just start drinking vigorously. But official story is you just get grinding through the night.
Like, one doesn't exclude the other, I don't know what you mean.
You got a massive fender and you just start going on rants that you have to cut out while you're recording.
It's like a bottle of scotch, I need my creativity potion or what.
Chat. I think I do need to let it be known to the chat. If shit starts going off the walls, it is because I have a bottle of soju with me. I'm shotting. For every
North
donation,
Korean soju.
yeah, North Korea. For every donation, I'll take a shot, and every once in a while, I'll take a shot as well. So if you want to see me shit face,
You just
know.
want to drink alcohol, stop
Look,
searching
man.
for excuses.
you wanna know the fucked up part? I'm drinking alcohol now. I'm gonna be drinking alcohol tonight with my friends at a fucking tavern. I'll send you pictures.
Thanks.
I sound
He's
like
just gonna be like naked.
it's gonna be me fucking shirtless in the Bay of Panama, just floating.
Yes. Take this.
Who's that handsome fella I'm talking with? That is Chaotic Florius, but let it be known, ladies and gay gentlemen in chat, he is taken. You can't have him.
Hoi4
You
got
can't
my soul.
touch him.
Hoi4 has a soul. How does my voice clash with channel stuff? You know, you can't ask people about their intrinsic thoughts, right? Their intrinsic traits on YouTube. That's against TOS. We can't talk about that.
Good toss.
I'm the last person to talk about TOS, man.
That is crazy.
You know the shit I be saying on the hollow cord. So we have another question from chat. What's everyone's favorite Großhund Panzer character? Florius, you're a massive Großhund Panzer fan.
Yes.
What's your favorite character?
Yes.
Alright, Santiago, what's your favorite character?
Yep.
personally I like Sayori. I don't know if that's a controversial take. Jamie, do we have any topics?
I got one. I got one.
Oh shit, coming in clutch.
What are we thinking about the new DLC? It's coming out in 2 weeks.
I've got some strong opinions. I don't know if I should say them. Last time I said my opinions about a DLC, it didn't end up well. Florius, what's your thoughts?
What do you mean it didn't end up well? You mean with the community or?
I mean, I
you
went on
did
the
John
I
Parker
went on the
video.
John Parker show, right? The John Parker DLC at Dev
The
Day Talk
John
Show.
Parker show.
And I made my opinions known. I was right about half the shit I said. I got shit for it in the comment section either way.
I feel like interesting DLC for a region. I feel like we are away from important regions, quote unquote, for the World War. Japan rework should still do that, obviously, like the Asia rework. But reworking India is like a really important step. I literally have a video saying this is the worst focus tree. Like you lose land, it's great focus.
A very clickbaity video, made well I add.
Okay. I don't care.
That's how you get views.
I feel like
Maybe
if you wanna change topic drastically, I feel like I don't do the worst clickbait,
That's
but
true,
I do
that's
clickbait because it gets attention, and I do think my videos are not bad. Therefore, you're not getting tricked into watching something.
No, but he's
That
right.
is my
though.
justification.
It's a mad focus tree.
Like the India focus tree, I think it was good. 27 years. Oh no! How do I do the restoration of the Federation? I'll figure it out.
It was one of the first, like it was the first DLC, wasn't it?
It
It
was
was
Together for Victory.
lit-
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
first DLC, yeah. So it's very dated.
Oh, yeah,
But also the other regions, like they had Iran, Afghanistan is in there.
I think Iran is necessary. I think Afghanistan we don't really fucking need. I think Iraq might be interesting. India, I don't like what they're doing to India. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it.
I didn't see it yet. I'm just.
From what
I think
to be fair,
it's
I
good that they
didn't-
do something with it.
I didn't read through the entirety of the fucking of the dev diary. I did skim through it to like get the bullet points, and I should probably read it. To be fair, I have a bad thing where I don't read. But usually, from what I skimmed, they're making India overcomplicated. They're turning India into like second Turkey, which is like, dude, Turkey already has Down syndrome. Now you want to give the chromosome to India?
For me, it's always like when I get my hands on a new DLC, what I do is like I basically never read really the dev diaries until after I played it. I never do any of this. Like I don't care about that hype stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to see how it plays, and then I want to form my own opinion, and then then I'm starting to hear other opinions.
We have a fun example of you actually somehow breaking Gutter Dammering with Austria and Hungary. Like playing it how it's not intended.
Yeah, the devs told me it's not possible, and I
It's
did
not
it.
possible. You sent them the recording. Oh, it's not possible, is it?
Yeah, I remember that it was like me and Zero, like a friend of mine and the creator of the mod I always play with, wanted to play Austria-Hungary together, and he wanted, like, he should get the Hungarian land and I should get the Austrian land. That's how I wanted to play the co-op focus tree. So I asked the devs if that is possible, and they said no, that's not really how it's meant to be played. And then we basically fucked around for like 2 hours, and we found a very complicated way to actually do it, which involves like declaring war on each other and then doing a peace treaty and then like puppeting him and weird stuff. But it worked, and it was Iron Man. The devs were like, "How did you do it?"
How did you do this, Chaotic Florius? You are not meant to do this.
And I sent them like a block of text explaining what is going on.
To be fair, how do you code something in your game and not realize it's possible? That's my question. You'd think that you'd be checking.
It's not in the focus tree, they're right with that, right? Like, you can't do it via focuses, but you can play around with the focuses you have, like a war justification, and that was done manually. And then we took like the land via the peace treaty because he declared war on me, and then I puppeted him because I didn't do the decision until he declared war on me. It's very complicated. Like,
so
there was like
you were just bumbling around and it worked out.
Yeah, but very coordinated.
You had a single brain cell in overtime between the two of you.
It did work out. It literally surprised me.
What?
It was...
I'm a fraud? What the fuck? He's
The
onto
funniest
something.
thing is that most of that video we spent fighting with each other, and I edited it out.
But you should have kept it in. That would have made it funnier.
No, we didn't talk with each other for an hour. That's just not in the video. Because it was like he wanted to push him like, no, we have to play defensively. We don't have gun. No, I'm gonna cut the front line in half. And then that happened, and then he just pushed us back because we lost all of the guns. And like, man, why did you do this? I'm like, it could have worked. You should have helped me. I think we both were wrong in a way. I'm not gonna say Zero was at fault here. But it was just funny that there was just two friends.
Off the record, he was at fault completely, right?
I'm biased, so I'm not allowed to give an answer.
Well, consider playing
I know
Stellaris.
who's right, but
motherfucker,
that doesn't mean a lot.
The day I play Stellaris is the day I get a group of YouTubers to suffer with me.
It wouldn't be me.
Yeah.
That
I'll
Stellaris.
need to get like the same cast of characters we had for the World War I stream to play fucking Stellaris, and that's not gonna happen ever. So.
World War 3 stream, Stellaris.
Charity stream moment.
We're gonna donate to Hamas for that one. Last time was the Pol Pot Foundation. Next time it's gonna be Hamas. So, Florius, I noticed you didn't stream during the charity stream. Is there something you want to say about yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm greedy. If the money's not for me, I'm not trying to make any. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
fair,
That's why I have an ad in every video, and that's why I always only go into podcasts with bigger YouTubers. It's about extending your reach and just making money, you know.
That's true, yeah. To be fair, it is an open secret that all the money I made during that stream went straight to my pockets. So, so I'm no bad. I'm probably worse, actually. That's a very bad look saying that. Can we cut that out, Jamie? Can we bleep myself?
No, someone clipped that actually.
Yeah, someone clipped that. Hanson is a greedy bastard.
What does it even mean? He's only 35 score, weakest.
That's true. Florius, what is your autism score? We all did an autism test. We all got ranked.
That.
What's your score? I got a 79. Santiago got... But, however, adjusted for ADHD, I'm probably closer to a 40, 45. How about you, my good friend, Chaotic Florius, my
I've
best
done
friend?
no autism test yet.
Yet. They had to do one on me when they were testing me for ADHD because both of those are considered a disability in Panama. So they wanted to see if I was double disabled or normal disabled. I'm only normal disabled for the record.
It's not really a disability here, which I mean it could be. It's very disabling to be fair.
That's because of the woke mind virus, though, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about.
I feel like I'm turning gayer every day. It's weird. It's the water.
You drink the water.
Well, yeah, the tap water. So the government gets you. But jokes aside, you only do an ADHD test here, and it's basically for medication, you know. If you don't have it, you're not really allowed to go to the other doctors to get the medication to start treatment.
Treatment.
That's how it is.
Like it can be
I mean,
cured.
to be fair, like with Adderall and Ritalin,
It's dangerous.
students like to take this stuff for learning, you know, and that's like, it's had to stop that now, but basically making more stepping stones, you know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the reason I did the test is because my school was like, dog, you're failing calculus, but you did an aptitudes test and you got like that top score in mathematics. So there's something fucked up in your head. And turns out I need to take 54 milligrams of Adderall to stay locked in. So.
For me, it was literally like university. It was 100% voluntary, right? You can always argue school, you have to go there. University, I went because I wanted to and I was interested.
Especially
I never
in
listened
Austria,
though.
'cause in
Like
Austria,
after 5 minutes, I was gone.
In Austria,
like-
you have the choice between military, job, and university, right?
No, it's military or civil service. But you can
did civil
you can
service,
use
right?
university to push it back,
Yeah.
but you still have to do it.
You do your civil
can
service
get, like-
or your military service? Are you a real patriot?
I did
or a fake
military.
patriot? Oh, you did?
Yeah, because it's 3 months shorter.
What'd you do in the military, man? Did you
I was a
did you
guard
shoot
in an
the
airfield.
Nazis?
I was a guard at an airfield. The airfield was cool. They had like
pretty-
Black Hawks there and everything.
You saw the Eurofighters, yeah?
No, that was another air base, but to be fair, they don't really fly that often. That was a joke they do, but there's the joke that the Austrian military is incompetent and can't afford spare parts, which is not just a joke.
It's not a joke. It's
I
true.
found out. Like this is a real story. The first week we went to the garrison for like base training. One chopper crashed while attempting a start, right?
Yeah.
And to the end of like the 6 months, they couldn't repair it. And while being there, and there was a guard. With the guard, you basically, even though you're not high rank, like I got one promotion, it's maximum you can get in the mandatory military service. You're not the highest person there, right? Like, but because you're a guard, people respect you because you're an authority person. So the officers there talked with us, and they basically told us that the Austrian government bought Black Hawks with Austrian like made parts, but the company that made those parts went bust. So they can't get the spare parts anymore. So they have to entirely reconstruct the Black Hawks with like billions of euros to get them like working again.
That's nice.
They wanted to support Austrian companies with their own, like making their own parts, but apparently they didn't work too much with them.
They went bankrupt. Yeah.
It just went bust. They didn't have spare parts for the chopper. So, great.
That's interesting because I think you're the first European I've talked to that's actually done military service. Everyone else is either too autistic or draft dodgers.
To be fair, I would never do it again. It's like horrible, but it's like an interesting experience. It so
builds
different.
Character, you know. It's like Tommy K would say, dude. You become an alpha Chad man if you do military. He was a tank driver, you know. He drove tanks for the Wehrmacht.
In like base camp, I lost a lot of weight, and then like while being a guard, I just gained all the weight back because you just sit in your arse and you're not allowed to do anything. So like I went out with a net neutral of weight gain. I went in as a fat ass and I got out as a fat ass, and in between I was very fit.
That's better than most people in the American military, to be fair. They go on deployment in Afghanistan, they gain 150 pounds somehow because they have a McDonald's on base. But to be fair, I might join you in the conscripted gang if Trump's serious about the canal. Some people have been floating around the idea of bringing back the defense forces, so I might be fucked.
We're gonna come in, you see. We're gonna come and we're gonna take that canal. Jimmy Carter.
They're gonna look at me. They're gonna be like, "This guy's above 5'5". Conscript his ass." How do you think your military experience has helped with your Hoi 4 career? Do you think it's developed it further? Do you think it's like made you a smarter tactician in game?
Yes. Being in front of a military garrison and seeing how underfunded it is and how easy it's to break in, I really started to see the strategy of modern militaries that I could apply in World War II.
You started getting radicalized. You started a militia in Austria to overthrow the government and bring back the Habsburgs.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Do we think there's hope for Hoi 4 players like you to get a girlfriend due to Dankus getting one? Well, this is more a question for Santiago than anyone else, because I think like me and Florius have both had girlfriends, right? Oh, wait, I've had girlfriends. You have a girlfriend.
There's no
right,
shot.
Florius?
There's no shot.
Yeah, it's mandatory in Austria. We are like very conservative.
It's like South Korea. You get state mandated girlfriends.
Yeah. It's pick and choose, you know.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Santiago, when will you get a girlfriend?
Like military service, at the end you gotta go.
That's your prize, like the Spartan.
That's the
It's part of the promotion.
Yeah. Santiago, when are you getting a girlfriend? This is a tough question, I know, but you gotta answer it.
It's tough as a Hoi 4 YouTuber, you know. That's like a minus 100% debuff, you know. Talking to women and then you're like Hoi 4, you're like, ah, shit, it's over.
But do you think
I feel like Dankus got rid of that.
Dankus got rid of that, but Dankus also isn't a full-time YouTuber. You gotta remember, he works doing something in Sweden.
I didn't know that.
No one knows what he does. He just works.
I did talk with Dankus. He's very nice. Very chill guy. Very tall. Like it was like nice to not be the tallest for once.
He's like 6'8", right?
That's crazy.
I use a real system like metric and not like
195, right? he's like 200.
You can't just
right?
make up numbers and pretend like it's the system that works in reality.
He's like 211 centimeter, right?
210. No, it's yeah, sure. Yeah, it's 3 meters.
Yeah,
He's like the Slender Man.
he's 200 meters tall, right? Or 200 centimeters, I meant. Fuck. I'm digging a hole.
And then, like centimeters.
It's centimeter. Do you say centimeter or centimeter?
Centimeter. It's a centimeter.
It's a centimeter, dude. Like, you know how
Who
there's
says that?
you know how there's a pedometer and like a speedometer? It's a centimeter.
Yeah, like those are very different things. So thank you for proving the point.
Look, man, I'm saying it. My whole life, I've struggled with using ounces, pounds, and feet for height. So like, you gotta cut me some slack. You know, I'm a young jit trying to make it in the world of voice for YouTube.
Goes up to a woman. Can I use your feet for measurement?
No, I don't use women's feet, man. You think I talk to women? Ever since I started to make videos, man, it's been downhill. I became an alcoholic. I almost failed school. How do we think Hoi 5 will be? Florius, you have experience with Hoi 5. You've actually played the game. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know, I'm happy I didn't.
You were looking at the NDA, did I?
Wait, am I allowed to say anything yet? No, like I'm not that big yet. Even if there's a Hoi 5, why would they do it now? It's like EU5 time, isn't it?
It's EU5.
Sorry,
EU5
Project
is,
Caesar.
EU5 is gonna be the test. EU5 is gonna be the test bed. They're gonna perfect the formula with Hoi 5, then they're gonna make fucking Stellaris 2 and fuck it up. I don't like Stellaris. Mussolini is in Kaiserreich. Andy plays 31. Thank you for mentioning. Who's Mr. Entente? Does anyone know who Mr. Entente is?
I don't.
It's in this room.
Is he in my head?
He's actually in your house.
Oh shit. He's in my closet.
Didn't lock
matter
the
of
doors.
fact. No, but Hoi 5 will be something, that's for sure. If they run it on Clausewitz, it's gonna be dog shit. If they run it on any other engine, it might be good.
The only bad thing is that they will never fix multiplayer with their own servers. They should just go to Steam servers again.
They should.
I don't know what they ever did then.
It's
I know they want to push their own stuff, but to be fair, like you already got DLCs and everything. Why that? It's just burning bridge with the community for no reason.
We talk shit about Hoi 4 DLCs, but when compared to Warno, it's pretty reasonably priced, right? Get this, Warno is a $40 game. How much do you think the DLCs cost?
$5.
You're pretty close, Santiago. The expansion pass cost $48.
Ace.
What?
And if you buy the if you buy the DLCs individually, they're like what? I think it's well over 60. Like they have one DLC, North Hag. I bought that one. It cost me $25. They had the early expansion, like early access DLC that I got for free because I was an early gamer, early adopter. That one's $23 if you weren't an early access person. So.
I just look at the latest DLC of Hoi 4, and if Steam doesn't lie in the preview, it's like 37 euros, which would be too much.
I need to check how much that is in Panama, because I'm in a different pricing region, you know, I'm poor.
It's a lot, like if,
right?
like, what was it? Like Civ 6, Civ 7, that was 60 euros?
I'm looking at it live on stream. What's the newest DLC? Gutter Dammering. It cost 15 United States dollars. Graveyard of Empires 22.19. To be fair though, I'm in the poor. I'm in the poor pricing region, right? The Hoi 4 actually does that pricing region bullshit, where they change the price depending on where you are.
It's kind of important though.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good for me, cause what the fuck happened to Florius? Is this what happens to Austria in real life? What happened in game?
What?
Look.
What look? I see division designer.
What division? What?
You said what happened to Austria? I look at your stream. I don't see anything with Austria. I see you researching like refueling 2.
The stream might be lagged. No, but Austria annexed Hungary.
Oh yeah, I'm not live anymore. Oh yeah, I see now. But when did it stop? Why? It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is actually the plan for the next year.
Yeah. I can't speak Spanish on stream, man. Alexis, I'm sorry, I can't speak Spanish. The people here speak English. the people that I've invited on speak English. They don't speak Spanish. Or sorry,
You speak Spanish?
Spanish, yeah.
That's the plan for Austrians to send in Viktor Orban to destabilize Hungary. That plan is now going on for a while. Now we're waiting for our next move.
Next move, you send in Otto von Habsburg. the steel sarcophagus.
Revive. First new focus, revive.
The steel sarcophagus video never got anywhere. I'm so sad about that.
But
the steel sarcophagus, I told you about it like 3 months ago.
I forgot. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I forgot about it as well. Like, that's fair enough.
It was probably is it one of those horrible ideas that it just deleted out of my mind instantly?
It wasn't a horrible idea. It was a decent idea, but it was a the problem with it is for some fucking reason I didn't do any sort of commentary while I was playing the game. Like I just didn't speak during the recording, which makes everything 10 times harder when you have to make a video out of it, right?
Yeah. I don't even know how you would. How would you think of what you were saying at the time?
How would I think of what I was saying at the time? I wasn't saying anything. I remember the recording process. I was watching Turkey Tom videos.
Bro loves his drama.
I love Turkey Tom, dude. He's my Bulgarian Tsar. Florius, you're a massive like Turkey Tom fan as well, right? You actually got the Turkey Tom haircut?
He's obsessed with that. He's genuinely upset. He posts a gif of it every day to somebody.
It's funny. It's funny. At least I'm not obsessed with the shit I was saying yesterday while playing Minecraft, huh?
That's something to say on the stream.
I mean, I wanted to upload a video today, and I spent like, since it came out, like 56 hours playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so I shouldn't talk, because that game came out a few days ago.
To be fair, this week I've spent like 87 hours playing YouTubers Live, so I'm not one to criticize.
You know, you could play it in real life.
Listen,
make
man,
some real money.
Listen, man, I need to go into the simulation so that I can train for real. It's like the Matrix.
It's ADHD. We're grinding endorphin. We have to. It's min-maxing.
I got my channel
We need some...
in game. I got my channel up to 3.5 million subscribers. I was getting 1.5 million views per video. I was a millionaire. I'm almost at the space station.
Step 2. Do that in real life.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get the space station though. I don't think that's real.
You have to copy the Mr. Beast format.
No, God no. I don't want to sell my soul to Beelzebub. What the fuck?
I got 100 players to play.
I got 100 children, and I got 27 pedophiles on this island. Who will prosper?
If Hollow was here, that's crazy.
That's
man.
crazy, man. That's, I'm editing.
Editing.
Go-to excuse, I'm editing.
That is true.
That's factoids right there.
I'm just technically quiet until we're at the next topic, so I can't be involved in the clip of this.
Chaotic Florius, what's your opinion of Mr. Beast? Will you adopt his editing style? Do you know what the chopped chin meme is?
Yeah, now that you ask me, my next video will be Chile. I look really forward to that, because it was quite a hard video to record. But overall, I think I have some advice there for players. So yeah, thank you for asking. I hope the answer was good enough.
You get that, chat? Start typing in a Chaotic Florius comment sections. We love the Chile. We love Chile dogs. Like Sonic.
What is this stream about? I don't know, and I agreed to join.
Yeah, the stream is... Listen, man, it's a podcast. Have you ever seen the Joe Rogan Experience? You just talk about what...
No, this is like the Eric Andre show,
this
basically.
This is like the Eric Andre show. The Eric Andre show had no budget.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so good, right? We're just fast and loose with it. We talk about whatever. We get cancelled every other day. We don't need to talk about that.
by the guests.
I've been cancelled 27 times this past month. I don't even know what I did. This war is not looking good. They have less equipment than me somehow though, so we might win it.
Yeah, you have more industry as Italy there.
I have a mighty industry, yeah, 24 factories.
It's a lot for two, 3 provinces.
1, 2, yeah, 3.
He doesn't look happy about it. He's sweating.
I'm sweating profusely, man.
No, I mean the leader of the other Italy is like, what is going on the other side?
Oh fuck! I'm wounded. Shit. No, but oh, what do we think about the Gunicide? I think we all know about the Gunicide pressing topic. Oh, what?
The what?
Just defend for the beginning. What are you attacking?
No, the
This guy calls
Gunicide,
himself a Hoi 4 player.
the Gunicide.
He builds.
I've never heard about the Gunicide.
Builds forts, attacks. That's what Imagine Online
I
failed.
didn't build forts. The forts were already there.
Then at least use them. You have no equipment in this unit. You're better than me in Hoi 4. Why do you do this?
I'm better than you. That's
Probably,
a
I suck
bigger
at the
a
game.
bigger lie has never been told on the fucking Tommy K I'm sorry, the Chaotic Florius podcast. No, the Chaotic Florius podcast. We have a new host. Hey, my good friend.
Welcome back,
Chaotic
I
everyone.
didn't
to the
agree to
Tommy
that. I'm
K
only here today.
podcast.
Never again.
My bestest friend, Chaotic Florius. He's a permanent host now, actually.
He's replacing John Faffer.
John has failed us too many times. No more will we suffer. There you go. The war in the desert is crazy. But Flores, how did you get into Hoi 4? You never told us how. You said like you got into it during college. You never said the process of getting into Hoi 4, right? So were you born with the autism, or did you gain that after you started playing the game? Was it like a superpower that had to be awakened, or did you like get the gamma ray expulsion, right? Or sorry,
He's dead.
He's processing it.
He
Give him a
killed him.
second. No, shut up, trash. You don't know how to play the game, man. I'm a good caller.
I think we lost him.
Oh, I got myself a bottle of wine. I don't know what he talked about the last
A
minute.
bowl of wine?
Listen, this is the Alcoholics Anonymous podcast where we all drink and we all talk about our fifis, right? This is a support group, Santiago. Go get your beer. Via El Musa.
What, I mean, a bowl of wine. I just like.
No, a bottle.
It's
A bottle.
Oh, a bowl.
You said
A
both.
bowl.
You didn't say
Oh, it's
bowl.
racist. I can't believe it.
Just because he has a slight accent, you think he said a bowl? You fucking racist. You pig.
I'm accent free. This is native
That's
English.
crazy. That's crazy.
Florius talks like Colonel Cam. Because they're both Australian.
Yes.
They're both Australian, man. Don't be racist. So Flores, how did you get into Hoi 4? You told us you got into it during university, before your military service. How did you actually get into the game though? Were you born with the autism? Were you molded by the autism? Did you gain the autism after you started playing? What's the story behind that?
Ongoing story. By the way, you got encircled on the west. Good
No, I
luck.
didn't. Dude,
Okay.
You're spreading lies
The
and
east.
misinformation.
The other west.
You're spreading lies and misinformation.
The unit is already gone.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me live. You're gaslight. This fucked up.
Okay. Just don't look at your losses, otherwise you will be sad.
42k to 64. That's pretty good. For Italy, it's pretty good. You know how many mountains there are? In
You're
this,
both Italy.
you know how many mountains there are in this godforsaken country?
For Italy is pretty good. Which one? Yes.
How did you get into Hoi 4 though? I can tell you.
Oh,
how
I started
got
playing. I played like U4 before, and I saw like, oh, there's this other game. Let's try that out.
You said this one actually gets views. I gotta play that one.
Yeah, I started with the idea of making a YouTube channel back then.
Yeah.
That is it.
Do people know that the Florius channel is actually the OG? Chaotic Florius came about later in life.
Yeah, then I stopped uploading on the other, and
You stopped
Like,
like
I
a
guess
year.
this
I
is
was
my life.
engrossed in those videos. You need to start uploading again, man.
You weren't. What are you talking about?
I'm the #1
Show me
Florius
one
fan.
comment. Show me
haven't
one
commented,
comment you
but
did.
I've been like watching them in the background while I do other shit. You also have your face cam
try.
on that one, so it's better, right? You get to see your beautiful face.
Yeah, that's the downside. You have to look good.
Yeah. You like do your hair in the morning, put the shampoo in.
Now after shower, it's like bad.
Yeah. Everyone knows Hoi 4 players don't shower. I'm stink maxing right now. It smells like New Delhi in my house. Can we say that?
Chat, clip that.
Chat clip. What do you think? Do you think Tommy K would be a fan of the Tommy K pod? Do you think he'd sue us to the ground?
You probably. What the fuck is this, man?
What the
You guys are so stupid.
I do not
So
have a podcast, man. What's everyone's favorite Hoi 4 mod? We've gotten a question. Beautiful question. Thank you for asking that question.
Ooh.
What's your favorite Hoi 4 mod? I think I know what Santiago's is. Florius, what's yours? Player-led peace conference?
I wish. Would make our man easier.
You like the like and subscribe mod, right? That's gotten you millions of subs.
Oh yeah, true. This is the game.
Without that mod,
No,
you wouldn't have
I
a
feel
career.
like personally, like big mods. I think Kaiserreich is pretty cool.
Personally, I'm more of a Redux fan because it has slightly more content, but it's like comparing circumcision to a fucking abortion, right? Like none of them is particularly better than the other,
Chat, clip this.
but they're both
Another
mutilation
clip.
in a sense.
Legit, bro, you don't want to be here. Trust me.
I think I need to be put in the psych ward.
Legit burgers in the chat.
Oh, Legit Burger, welcome to the chat, man. You never answered my question. What does a guy have to do to get on the podcast? You DM me, direct message me on Discord. We can arrange this shit, man. You have me. You know we can work something.
I learned this while being on a podcast. You don't get paid.
You don't get paid. I get the money. You don't. But that's a good thing. Think about this. You already make money, like being a Hoi 4's biggest masochist. So like, you don't need the cash, right? Please say you don't need the cash. I need the money, please.
I'm here for the reach, you know, for new audience.
Think about this.
get big.
I have a bigger channel than Florius. I have 197,000 subscribers. He only has like 10.
You have to start somewhere, you know.
Yeah. Started from the bottom. I got into 16 controversies. Now I'm here.
It's true.
I get into one controversy every week. It's fire. Florius, you gotta learn from me, right? That's how you get subs. You get into fucked up controversies. You get accused of being a pedophile.
Chat, third clip.
We're clip farming. That's how you get engagement, man. That's how you get engagement. I need another shot.
Wasn't it like something that's supposed to happen that you drink a shot?
I'm losing it. Fuck! No, my cat! So, it's a nice day outside, right? What's the weather like in Austria? How many C's temperature?
Like winter, it's like 7 p.m. I don't know what you mean.
I've been thinking
The weather
about
outside is dark. It's night.
I've been thinking about it, right? I'm not gonna survive in Europe. I can't with the cold.
Oh my
You will
god, yeah,
die.
you're gonna die.
I'm not just,
Panama
and I'm
to
not just not going to Europe. I'm going to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, right? This is serious business.
You put the full name in, he means it's serious.
And it's fucking serious. I put the full legal, dude.
It didn't say
Doesn't it
UK,
have
it
to
said
start
United
with a
Kingdom
code?
of
Great
England.
Britain and Northern Ireland. Well, we don't talk about English pedophiles, man. Come on. We need to talk about fucking Jimmy Savile. What the fuck?
Someone said you laugh while bolding 5.
You know, that works out because yesterday Holo did tell me that I'm gonna end up like Barry 63. So, you know, it's right. I'm not balding though, for the record. I need to make that clear. If any cuties are watching, I'm not balding.
Any cuties? Flip that chat. Fourth call of the day.
Look, man, you gotta do it for the cuties. You know what I'm saying? Look, Florius knows what I'm talking about. Oh, we got a DM from Legitburger. Let's see what he said. How about 90-10 split? You can get 10%. That is agreeable. Then
Bro
again,
reads out the DM.
some direct messages have to be shared with the world. They're beautiful.
You don't need enemies with friends like that.
It's the thing. My thought process is right. If I have everything out in the open, what the fuck am I gonna get exposed for? Someone's gonna.
Things are out in the open. What do you mean?
So listen, someone's gonna make a thread like Hansen says racial slurs. I'm like, yeah, that's public knowledge.
I killed this person. Now what? Like I made
I
it public.
admitted it. I admitted it yesterday. Like, can't cancel me. Oh fuck, this battle's not looking good.
Flawless logic.
Flawless logic. Well, Florius, if you use that logic, you would never get cancelled. That's why I haven't been cancelled yet. Someone made
I just don't do the bad thing.
an unnamed
also
individual made the pedophile allegations because of my thumbnails, but people just said I was autistic, so
Unnamed individual.
Santiago knows who. I think you know who.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
An interesting conversation.
Chat doesn't need to know. Chat, we need to shield you from this harsh reality. Santiago, give me a topic, man. Like, what am I paying you for?
What am I? I'm getting paid of nothing.
You're getting paid in exposure.
He's about to expose himself.
I mean, wholesome. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. Like, what are we making YouTube?
Who's I guess going back to the DLC topic.
Yeah.
What country are we all gonna play first?
Probably Iran, but I'll never make a video on it.
Okay.
I mean, you know, 5 focus trees. What is it? I don't even know. I don't know anything about the DLC.
Hollow
Graveyard of
Being's-
Empires, right?
Yeah. Hollow Being's favorite country, he said so far, is India because of the formable, the East India Company formable. He said that he wants
There's
to...
like so many formidable now with that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a Silk
You
Road
just
Empire
lose the
now.
big industry tile there, brother.
He's gonna... I didn't lose the big industry tile.
You did.
I'm taking it
Turin
back.
is gone.
No, look. That's where my great-grandmother's from. Put some respect on Torino. Torino. Forza Italia.
You have to choose one, Italian or Spanish.
Well, I never said I was
Well, what if-
Spanish. What the fuck? Oh.
What if I told you they're adding what it looks like to be
Please, God, no.
an
Please, God.
independent Syria and Lebanon? We're not independent, but like subjugated. And also Palestine.
I'm cooked. The UK and France joined.
Oh, you're over.
That's because
done.
this war's made by crackheads, man. Why the fuck do I need to win it before the Weltkrieg for them to not join? They shouldn't be allowed to join at any point. I need
Are
a
they
shot.
declaring already?
They
Yeah.
already did, man. Oh, it's over.
Why are you not defending there?
I'm
You can't join the Central Powers now, can you?
No. Oh,
There's like a focus or a decision.
that focus only gets unlocked after you reunite Italy.
Like, look at the decisions.
There's none.
Didn't even look.
I'm looking. The stream's delayed, or I give it a second.
True.
Look, I live in a third world country. Not all of us have luxuries. Like
It was diplomacy, it was
Austria.
not decision.
In Austria, you know, you don't have a. I know you've never experienced lag there in that country, but here in Panama, we have lag every day, bro. It's every day.
Yeah, Austria. Germany is a different story.
It's every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. 5 million YouTube in 6 months was never done before, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
I went past all the competition. I think PewDiePie's. You think Swinesball's watching this while he's streaming? He's saying, "My chud life, my chud life." Chat, what do you think of the Swinesball situation?
No, we're not doing that. He's playing his Civ 7, let him be.
So Florius, what's your favorite video game of all time? I think we all have that one video game that we can't live without. What's yours?
At the moment, Hoi 4.
In general, in your entire existence, your, what was it, 27 years of life? Or sorry, 24.
It's in between.
Like the game or your age?
My age? What do you mean the game? Makes no sense. No, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of games I like. I mean, back before Grand Strategy. That's a very German answer, but the Anno series.
The Inner
That
series?
was a lot of fun. Anno.
What's that?
Okay, I didn't know you're uneducated. That's fine. I'll allow it.
The only games I've ever played are Pokemon and Call of Duty.
Command and Conquer games. Yeah, that was also one of my favorites. Red Alert 2 was like POG back then.
Yeah. That's where Yuri Gagarin puts like his skeleton in the freezer, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, man.
I know.
You've already took like 3 shots.
Three?
He's
We're at
gone.
5. We're at 5.
5 shots. What's your
Drinks like a
favorite
sip
game,
of
Hanson?
alcohol and gets immediately completely wasted.
I'm not wasting.
There's like
I'm
no
wasting.
in-between happy
I'm
face.
cognant right now. I'm cognant. It's because this thing doesn't have it, like any alcohol in it, right? It has what is it? 12%. That's nothing.
Jeez.
It tastes really good.
What's your favorite game, Hanson?
Of all time or right now?
Oh, you can do both.
Of all time, I think probably Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I fucking love Pokemon. Right now, though, I'm really fucking hooked on. I've been actually right now. I don't think I have a favorite because I used to really like Hoi 4, but then I started making videos on it, and then the videos started taking a month to make, and now I hate Hoi 4. I have a love-hate relationship with Victoria. Oh, Hoi 3 I really like actually. But unironically, I do like that game.
That was one of the worst gameplays I've ever seen in my life.
You gotta to play Hoi 3. You have to have played it back when it was like before.
You
Hoi
have to
4.
be special to play Hoi 3
No.
now.
You need to play it before you do Hoi 4, because Hoi 4 kind of ruins Hoi 3 if you play it before. Hoi
Yeah,
4, right?
but like it's not even like a comparison. Hoi 3 looks like
Hoi 3 is a
doggy
good
doo-doo.
game. No, shut the fuck up. Hoi 3 is a good game.
No.
Listen.
After hearing that piano falling sound effect, when
That's a great sound
fucking
effect.
something
That's a great
happens.
fucking sound effect. Take that back. Florius, you've played Hoi 3, right? You're Unk.
No.
What?
You're Unk. You're telling your guest you're Unk.
That's a compliment. He's mature.
That is
He's a sophisticated gentleman.
Yeah, that's what Mean Bean said when he said that to me. He's
No,
like, "You're a
you know what Mean Bean said?
sophisticated guy."
Mean Bean said I had to call you a good boy, so shut the fuck up about Mean Bean. You don't want to invoke him in the conversation.
Oh my god.
You're watching your career flash before your eyes.
It's over. It's over.
Listen, chuds, this might be our last podcast.
This is our last podcast for the new series of the Hanson Show, where he then makes a
The
Eric
Hanson-
Andre
the
type
Hanson
style
Falcon
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the end goal. When I move to Europe, you know, I'm gonna be traveling to all these different YouTubers' countries to harass them.
He's gonna go to their houses, like Chaotic Florius over here.
Florius, I'm gonna knock on your fucking door with the camera crew. You best answer.
I'm editing on this side. I phased out a long time ago.
Listen, think about this, Florius. Right? You've watched the Eric Andre show. You're a huge Eric Andre fan, right?
He's done.
I'm answering again with real questions, and until then I'm editing.
So Florius, I'm gonna travel to Austria soon, right?
Is it a threat?
That's not a threat. It's not a threat. I'm just
Maybe not to you.
I'm just saying, you best show me a good tavern when I'm there. You best show me a good time.
Define good.
Good. Good has many definitions, Mr. Chaotic.
Here, good enough for you.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, if I have fun, we all have fun, and no exposed videos get made.
Until Mean Bean comes in.
The Chaotic Florius post video. This guy isn't 6 foot tall. He's actually 6'7", so he lied to his audience.
Are you actually coming to Austria?
I might, yeah. Like, since I'm going to the UK, I'm plane tickets for like intra-European fucking flights are so cheap. I've been thinking about just visiting different. Like, first one I'm gonna go to is Netherlands because one of my IRL friends is going to study there. So second one might be Austria, and I know for a fact I'm gonna go to Sweden to meet up with like a Swinesball and low time preference. That's a goal of mine.
I mean, makes sense. When you're already here in Europe, look a little bit around.
I'm in Europe, so I might as well travel around. So I might go to Austria.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna be one of the first countries I go to, but it's definitely one of the countries I'm going to.
I mean, I can be like semi-flexible if you tell me a little bit in advance.
Yeah.
Like upside of the job.
I'll let you know as I'm landing.
In Sweden.
During takeoff. Yeah, I'm gonna arrive in Austria in 20 minutes, by the way, so be ready.
Get a cab.
Please get your car. Actually, you don't drive in Europe, do you?
I don't know. Like, what do I do a car in a city? You know, like, it's so useless in Vienna. You just pay.
Yeah,
There's no upside.
That's really weird to me, because in Panama, like, everyone fucking drives. Everyone has at least 2 cars. And like, everyone
I mean, on the countryside it's something else, but in the capital city with like good public transport, it's useless.
Actually, you know what's funny about Panama? In the countryside, people walk more than they drive. It's like the opposite of Europe. Because we don't have like big cities in the countryside or anything, right? We have like small towns. So everything's in walking. I went to visit my grandma with a bunch of friends because we were just going to Santiago just to fuck around in the town to see what we could do there for a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's super easy to like walk around the entire city, and like you can get from one end of Santiago, the city, to the other in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. In Panama City, if you want to go from one end of the city to the other, like on car it takes you half an hour, 15 minutes on a good day, half an hour on a normal day. So walking it takes you like 2-3 hours. So everyone drives, man. I drive. I'm riding. That's like my fucking full-time job. Is I'm a driver. I'm a courier. That's not a joke.
Yeah, I'm jobless.
You're jobless, yeah. You're unemployed. Santiago is also unemployed, so you have that in common, you know. You're already off to a good
That's
start.
true.
Santiago,
Yeah.
when are you gonna stop being a lazy fuck and get a job?
It was fucked up because I had 2 job openings after
Neither wanted you.
and then I was like, ah, fuck, I can't do it because I was gonna have jaw surgery.
Nah.
So now I have to wait until like fucking April until they start hiring again.
Jaw story. Why you had to get jaw surgery? So Florius, get
Why
this.
I had to get jaw
Santiago was
surgery?
giving godly head, right? And then his law jocked.
This is heinous. This is fucked up.
I thought there would be like a mewing joke or something, but he had to take it to another level again.
Just going.
We're revolutionary on the Hanson podcast. The Hanson and Friends podcast. We're all friends, right? For the sake of marketing, we're
friends. We went from Tommy K to the Chaotic Florius Podcast.
Look, man.
To the Hanson.
The name of the podcast is
Good
fluid,
friends.
like gender. Right? It's a fluid, so it changes. It changes states.
Next question.
Next question. Someone please ask a good question.
Next question. Chaotic.
Please.
When did you get into Hoi 4?
We passed that 7 times.
first time I heard this question, it's pretty interesting. So basically, I had to learn for my final exams, and I decided to play Hoi 4.
Do you think there's a timeline where you would have gone full time with the military? I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there something that would have made
think
you say
no.
like, fuck Hoi 4, fuck college, I want to be a soldier, like my great
I didn't even know I wanted to go to college when I was in the military. I was like, oh, everyone is going. I might just search something that's interesting.
You're like, everyone's
I
in the
was always
military,
very
I gotta go to the
spontaneous
military.
about. I never had a great plan for life. I was always like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna do this, and like, oh now this is done. Now I needed something new.
I think that's the ADHD
Then I just-
talking, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate to specialize in things. I always try to learn like a bright,
Yeah.
like
Jack of
a
all
broader
trades,
field.
master of none.
Or yeah, but obviously, no, I would have never stayed. I think the Austrian military, it has its perks for some people, but
But like,
for
if
me,
you're well
it was
adjusted
just,
to society, it's not worth it.
yeah. There's some weird people in there. There were some spectrum
characters,
people in
yeah.
there. I mean, the problem is, and it's as old as time, if you have like family in the military, you will get promoted faster.
Oh, nepotism.
Yeah, and I heard like speeches from some people saying like, "Oh yeah, it's necessary. That's how it works. It's a good thing." I'm like, okay.
I think the way it works, the way it works now in Panama is you join and then you get no benefits and you get sent to the jungle to die. It's beautiful.
I mean, you can normally get promoted, but like there's like the end of the career, right? Like
Yeah.
the last few ranks,
Like,
I think are basically impossible.
It's just easier if you have family and right. It's like trying to get a
Yeah.
job at Microsoft or Blizzard Entertainment.
And there's some people that would have not passed the mental test without family. Like, there were situations where they were asking the wife to like go into military stance in like a phone call to say hello, and they did like a flag parade every morning with the family in their own house to salute the Austrian flag in the morning with the children. I'm like, that's not normal.
That's fucked up, actually.
Yeah, I was lucky. Like most of those people are in Vienna, so I went outside of Vienna.
Ah, this is a good question.
What?
In Austrian school, every Monday morning, did you have to go out into the plaza, salute the flag, and sing the national anthem?
If you think there's like real nationalism here, no. Like that, I mean, it's on the rise, let's say that, but it's not real nationalism.
No,
It's just
I asked that because in Panama we had to do that shit like every fucking Monday morning. Every Panamanian knows. You went out, you stood on the fucking plaza, you saluted the
No.
flag, you did the Pledge of Allegiance, and then you sang the
I
national
did it in
anthem.
the military, but not in school.
It's pretty weird because in Panamanian school we all had uniforms as well, right?
I was like in a private school one. It was like a Catholic French private school. And it was horrible. I think that's how you make atheists with religious schools.
You see, that's weird because I went to private school as well. Because in Panama, in public school, you'll get shot, right? And the way Panamanian, my school personally was an insane asylum. That's
I
not.
mean,
a
later on,
fucking-
I went to a public school. Sorry for interrupting. To give more context, I like public schools more, but it was more of a, you needed to get like through a test to get in. Like it was not everyone could join.
I think in first world countries, public school are definitely better, right? Because you have the good funding for it, but in like third world countries, nah.
Yeah, depends.
But my school was a fucking insane asylum. Get this, one day in class we were all bored, so a good friend of mine, he grabbed he procured a screwdriver and then he you know the sound suppressant panels you put on the walls, right?
Yeah.
He unscrewed that shit. He just unscrewed
Just for the
just for the fun of it, yeah. And then the teacher was like, "Why'd you unscrew that?" He was like, "I didn't do it. I'm gonna put it back on the wall, but I didn't do it." That was like that sums up my entire school experience. Like, we had no authority. It was fucked up.
Nah, it was like In the private school was more authority, but like not good one. Like
Yeah,
it was
bad
not the
authority.
type that keeps stuff under control. It was just power trip stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it was not like
We
you
did-
learned something.
We definitely had the power trippy teachers, right? Like we had, I had to do liberal arts because I didn't graduate from, because I didn't get my bachelor's in the sciences. I got my bachelor's in the humanities because I was undiagnosed at the time with ADHD, so I wasn't on the pills. So I probably wouldn't have made it in the sciences. But our liberal arts teacher was fucking.
Same.
Our liberal arts teacher was fucking crazy. Like she'd walk into one day she walked into class. This guy and he started fucking with her just for fun, and then she deadass she looked at him and she went, "You're unaligning my chakras. This morning I aligned my chakras. You're unaligning." Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay, it is the not dangerous kind of insane teacher. That is good to know.
she was like high on crack for half the lecture, half the class.
Yeah, but not dangerous. Just weird.
I mean, I'd rather a dangerous crazy person than a weird crazy person, right?
Sure.
Because the thing, no, she was also power tripping half the classes. Like she taught fucking preschool. Oh, I'm gonna lose that unit. She taught in preschool, so she swore that she was gonna have the same level of authority. She could treat us like preschoolers. And when we were like, we're not gonna fucking listen to you, she got mad and called the principal. I went to the principal's office like 20 times because of her. And I got one. In your schools, did you do what's it called? You get 3 strikes and you're expelled, right? Did you do strikes in your school?
It was like different from school to school. I never was like in danger of strikes, like with ADHD and stuff. Now in hindsight, it's very obvious, but it was like, oh, he talked while being in lesson with other people and got distracted. Oh, he forgot to bring a blue pen for class. Like there was this thing that she always wrote in what was bad, so your parents know. It was like I had 3 of these per year. It was always bullshit stuff. Like,
how about you?
just to show a power trip.
Yeah.
They called my mom to come to school because I forgot to bring a newspaper to class, like an old one for like crafting. And my mom just trashed, like completely fucked them up by saying, "You get me from work because of such a minor thing."
My school's
It was weird.
My school's
It was like
was completely different. Cause like up until I wanna say, before quarantine, right? Every year I was getting into like 3 fights in school. I was getting into fights every week in school. And I would get, no joke, like 5 strikes a fucking like a year. But because it was private school and they got fucking paid to have you in there, like I never got expelled. No one got expelled from my school. Some people though did get forced to leave the school because the school didn't want the bad look if we had to expel this guy. There's one guy that was like vaping in school. They forced him to leave in the 6th grade because of vaping. But he never got formally expelled. But
I feel old. Like vapes didn't even exist when I was in school.
well, Florius, you're like 24, so you're like
26.
you're 20. You're like my cousin's age, so you're like 7, 8 years older than me. Roughly. That could be wrong. I'm bad at math.
Like I was in the military service pre-corona, right? Like I went to, it was like at the end of my university was corona.
Corona started for me. I want to say I was in like the 9th grade when Corona started. 8th, 9th grade. I think I could be wrong. Because I've blocked like the entirety of COVID is blocked out of my memory.
For universities was kind of nice because you got more online lessons and just like getting lessons from home was way nicer than just always going there for no reason.
Dude, I'm a fucking moron. I almost failed school during COVID. Because I didn't copy during the exams. I did.
That was so many people in America, like when COVID hit.
No, but
Like almost everybody in my school was just failing.
no, but it's not because people like copied during COVID, right? I never fucking copied in school because I was stupid, so I never thought to Google the answers. Or what I did think to Google the answers, but I never like Googled them properly. I just like copy paste the first result.
It was so weird with like university. Basically, they wanted you to cheat in some instances. because they said, oh no, it's not open book, so you're not allowed to use any help. But like, you know how tests were before Corona, and the tests after were just so much harder and with way harsher time limitations. So they basically made the tests open book, but they didn't want to have the prestige loss of having too much open book tests, so they always said it's closed book, so you have to know everything immediately. Because open book means you can always look it up in your own like writing and in any book. You just have to know where it is.
I'm the worst person to talk about exams because you wanna know what the average exam was like at my school. Like in fucking last year, 12th grade graduating class, our average exam, we had like 3 people that would just start talking throughout the exam. The teacher would be like, "You shut the fuck up, you're in an exam," and then just start talking to the teacher. Be like, "Daddy, chill." That's shit that got said every day. So I don't think like it's good to talk to me about school because I had a very different experience than most people.
No authority. How dare you?
We had no authority. Everyone just did whatever the fuck they want. I have spent half my school year playing Fortnite and Hoi 4 in class. I'd like make fucking thumbnails and write scripts in class because I had nothing better to do.
I can't say that this happened, but
Allegedly.
World of Warcraft Classic came out around the time of Corona, and there was a possibility to play on the one screen and just look at the lessons on the other screen.
So allegedly you did that.
I didn't do anything. I just said it's something that could have happened.
You could do. Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right?
I mean, same with Hoi 4 doing test runs. But back in that day, I didn't really do YouTube, like, on Hoi 4 yet, at least.
Yeah.
I like, how I really became a YouTuber is that I had one video idea, and I gave it to Feedback Gaming, and he did it differently, and I'm like, I have a way cooler way to do this, I'm just gonna do it myself. That video took off.
Yeah. Was that your first 100k?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm still waiting.
Could be. No, I think my first 100k was actually the sub special, the 10k sub special with Great Britain.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like the first 100k.
The first 100k, I imagine it's a dopamine rush. I haven't gotten it, so I'm still waiting.
Like it's like anything else. After a while, you get used to it. It's crazy. But the first one was like, I would have never thought I could do this, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Then now that it's more of my job, and I'm like, okay, 100k means that video made me some money.
I get to live this moment.
Yeah, the problem with Hoi 4 content is like you have way less
It's very
like
topical.
ad revenue stuff.
It's gaming, so it's less ad revenue, and also for the average video, it's very like topic dependent on what you're doing. Like, is it?
I mean, I have like an example of a friend of mine that does space engineer videos,
Yeah.
and he earns more than me. Like per video, it's both gaming, right? But one is a war game, the other is more for like.
The other's a fucking engineering simulator, basically.
Yeah, personally, I also like the game a lot. I helped them with some videos, some challenges, but yeah, because it's less, you know, you don't see like stuff like Hitler all the time.
You don't see Hitler all the time. You don't see like Nazis and glorifying them. Yeah. Listen, guys.
Every video,
that Himmler
you know,
pack
like you
is
see
really good. Trust me.
So you say you would know that.
All I'm saying is, whenever
This meme family.
he's my great uncle, actually. I need to honor him.
It's a weird thing with being Austrian, right? Like, you have family, and there's like a very high chance that they were like Nazis.
No, they didn't fight in the war, you know? They avoided service.
The ones that are alive, yeah?
They were born after us.
It's kind of weird. It's so weird when your nation has this history, and now comes like a US and starts to normalize it, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? What is this timeline?
In Panama, I want to say we have kind of a similar thing, right? Because Panama is one of those weird Spanish colonies where we didn't really get abused by the Spaniards because we didn't have enough people to abuse. So it's like the
channel wasn't there yet.
Yeah, so it's like the Mexicans talk about like, oh, the Spanish, they've such assholes to the Spanish. But then in Panama, we're like, yeah, the Spanish were kind of chill. I wouldn't mind being a colony again. So what? It's completely different. Or like everyone else in Latin America, if your country wasn't cooed by the Americans once, you're like, oh yeah, America's pretty good. We got foreign, like the Mexicans, they're like, they hate the Americans, but they get a lot of foreign investment from them. In Panama, we're like, fuck the Americans. We suffered abuses under the Americans. It's a weird thing.
Isn't it like a split thing where some people liked it and some don't?
What, with the American occupation? Well, the only people in Panama that support the occupation of the canal are the fucking, the Americans.
No, not the occupation, the thing after the democratic coup.
The democratic... It depends per country. It depends if what was before was better or worse. Like, if you ask, like, a Haitian, for example, a Haitian will tell you, no, the coup was awful. Actually, a Haitian might support it because they'll support the coup, they won't support the occupation. Like, in Panama, we support the Americans getting rid of Noriega. We don't support the invasion because a lot of people, because the invasion, a lot of people died and a lot of people lost their houses during the invasion. Or, like, fucking... What's another good example? It's like in Nicaragua, like a lot of people are like pro-Contras. From my understanding, in Nicaragua, a lot of people like the Contras, which were American-backed, because the Contras were like, they were fighting against the FSLN, which is the current ruling party, which are like radical communist assholes, right? Dictatorship, basically. But then a lot of people don't support the, like the way the Americans went about back in the fucking Contras, which was like with the Iran-Contra affair and shit, which was like basically terrorism. So it's a weird thing in Latin America when you talk about it. Then there's some cases where people want their countries to be cool, like Venezuela. Like Venezuelans are asking for. They're not.
I mean, they're getting scammed for such a long time now.
They're not asking for a coup at this point. They're asking for an invasion. They want to be occupied.
Bro, get rid of this dude, man, please.
Please, bro. You can't blame him, bro.
Like new election.
The election of Hugo Chavez was Venezuela's biggest mistake ever. I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
It's like now, oh, we're gonna take that neighbor now. We need this territory. Come on, guys, nationalism.
Not even
no one caring about it.
It's because they have mandatory service in Venezuela, so it's like you're sending a bunch of people who don't want to fight over there. And second off, it's like, dude, when are you gonna fix my money? My currency's not worth jack shit, dog. How am I gonna live? Actually, that's something funny that Americans say. Like you see it, like oh fuck. You see the American hyper-social, like, Twitter-brained socialist people, and they're like, yeah, Hugo Chavez was good. But then he improved the lives of the people. He made the economy better. He fucking inflated the shit out of the currency.
It's just Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter people, I think we should euthanize all Twitter users, personally. They've proven
Twitter has a lot of... Like, I never went on Twitter, and you know what? Like, with the last few years... I don't mind, you know, like everything that happened now.
I used to use Twitter to look at like art stuff, right? Because I like the anime art, so I like looking at anime art, right? Because I'm just fucking autistic.
What kind?
The safe for work. I like the wholesome one, wholesome chungus.
Okay,
okay. I don't actively seek porn for the record, but I was looking at art, and the thing is, I'd look at art. I'd look at art every once in a while, and then the top comment would be like, "Oh, this is a perfect example of why we need to stop capitalism." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's an anime girl eating a hamburger. Well, what's capitalist or anti-capitalist about that? So I stopped using Twitter. Way better for mental health, I'll say.
Yeah, I never started it, but my job is now YouTube, which is also not good for mental health. It's an amazing job, though. I would never trade it. That's the problem. Like, I have no better option. I just need to learn to live with the anxiety that comes with it.
Yeah, with the
YouTube is...
We have brought Legit Burger
out of nowhere.
Hi.
Surprise.
Hi.
So Legit Burger, you are the hoi for masochist. Do you derive pain or pleasure from your challenge?
It's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both.
The pleasure comes from the pain.
And you're also from Sweden. Are you from Scania? Because you do have a bit of that Danish accent, I'm hearing.
Scania?
Scania, yeah. Uppsala, maybe?
No, I'm from Linköping.
Linköping. I have no clue. The only cities I know are Uppsala, Stockholm, and Viipuri. And Viipuri's in Finland.
But it's like the 5th largest city.
I'm in Hoi4. I can go look at it. What'd you say? It's under German occupation. I'm sorry to tell you. Oh, that's inopportune.
Wait, is this such a delay? Because you're still in Italy here.
Yeah. It's fine. The streamers are gonna get it. The streamers can see it, right? Or not the streamers. Fuck the viewers.
This.
I'm still new. This is my first time.
Yeah, it's his first time, everybody.
Oh, now you're there. Now you went off. What is the delay on this stream? I'm on
You
live
know what?
now.
I think it's because my connection. I think it's because my connection had like a little shit itself section. So now everything's delayed by a little bit, like a couple seconds. Because OBS is compensating for it. But I need another shot.
I need another shot.
This bottle was like almost full when I brought it out. We're a quarter of the way to it being empty. Only a quarter of the bottle remains. But what was I saying? I got completely derailed. Fuck. So legit, Burger. What do you think of the Swedish government? Do you think it's good?
We have a right-wing government right now.
That's good. If you're on Twitter, that's based. You voted for him, right?
I don't really. I'm 17, so
you're
I
17.
turned 18 this year.
Oh. How are
You
you
can't vote
younger
with
than me?
17 yet.
Dude, I'm not the youngest one. Fuck yeah.
I think in Austria it's like 16 the voting age. It's like 18, I guess, in Sweden, right?
Yeah.
In most of the world, it's
Yeah.
18. In Panama, it's 18. I think technically I would have been allowed to vote last year if the election was later, because my birthday's in October, and the election was well, like April, May.
You have to ask the question the area, and was it like a real election or?
No, in Panama we have real democracy. After we got the canal, the canal never, the Americans never really interfered in our politics. It was weird, right? Because legally they could if they wanted to. They had the right to intervene in Panama because of a shitty treaty we signed during Colombian times. But in practice, they never intervened that much because after the canal crisis, they were like, these people are fucking crazy. They're actually serious. Funny thing, you know the Torrijos-Carter Treaty, right? So, during the treaties, our government threatened to terror bomb the canal if we didn't get our way. So the U.S. saw
The
that.
negotiator.
Yeah, the U.S. saw that and they were like, "Oh, we can't fuck with them too hard. They're gonna fuck our military base up." And we got a casus belli to invade, but that's beside the point, you know.
You went in, lock in,
Lock in. Dude.
Panama Wall conquest.
Yeah, I've actually thought about playing. The only way you can play Panama and Hoi 4 is through Kaiser Redux. Because there you get content and you get to invade people, which gives you manpower. In vanilla, it's unplayable.
Weak generic focus tree. Come on.
In single player, the only way, like in vanilla, the only way to really play Panama is if you go communist because of the 500 weekly manpower, right?
Yeah. I get spammed with communist Hawaii, so that is not fun.
You need to make a wager with your audience. Next person to comment communist Hawaii, I will dox you in front of live and I will hunt your family.
It doesn't work. I've heard. Allegedly.
Legit Burger, you're turning 18 this year. You're 2007? That's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How are you making money on YouTube? That's against Toss. We might have to report.
In Sweden you can like start a sole proprietor.
Yeah, an LLC. Yeah.
When you're 16, and I do that and get paid through that.
Oh yeah. In Panama, we don't have taxes. How do you stack up to that?
I don't really pay that much tax because there's like a
Do you have
limit
like a
on
proportional tax?
how much
or
I-
what?
Yeah, it's a bracket system of taxation, right?
yeah, and you only pay tax on your profit. So
Yeah.
I just buy stuff and say I don't make that much money
Yeah.
and pay a little tax.
It's fraud.
Don't tell that to anyone.
Yeah. That's
I
a
didn't
secret.
even pay taxes yet because you pay taxes so late in Austria. I didn't know. Like for last year, I give the taxation information September this year. Just like, why did I stress myself about it, right?
You know,
Like,
to be fair, I can't talk about taxes in Panama. If you make money online, you legally nothing obliges you to pay taxes if you make money online. First, it's like if you make $11,000 or less a year, you don't have to pay taxes, because the tax brackets go zero. I think 0, 15%, 25% is the highest one. 25% is when you make 50K or above. 15% is when you're making between 11 and 1K, and 50K. And then anything above that's 25%. So I'm technically in the 0% tax bracket. But on top of that, since I make money online, nothing is forcing me. Like governmentally, nothing forces me to report my income. So I technically don't have to pay tax on anything I do online. It's a great system. Santiago, how much did you pay in tax last year? $197,000. I know you're rich.
I want to be. I've been trying to get monetized, and it's just like America's like tax shit.
You gotta go through the IRS. You gotta go.
I think I through so much shit. It's like I thought it was just like, oh, you know, you tell Google your like tax information, your address, and all that.
You didn't do the wait EN form, or is that just an international?
No, I did. I still have to wait. I have to wait after the threshold after I make $100, and then like I have to get approved of it. And
Yeah.
Guys, please support Santiago. He's struggling financially.
You also need your tax number for the form.
Oh,
I didn't even have that back in the days.
I didn't have my tax number yet.
Well,
I was underage when I did it, so.
Oh, it's not like a big deal. It's just more the fact that like the process of it just takes so long, because like fucking mailing in this country is just.
I had to get this in Panama. We technically don't have PO box. I don't have a PO box in Panama. My PO box is a foreign address, is a Floridian PO box. So the way I get my mail is I get it in Florida, because in Panama you just tell companies like, oh yeah, my address is X, and everyone knows that. But YouTube doesn't take that, right? They need, because they need to send you like the physical letter to have proof that you live where you say you did. So I had to send YouTube my water bill to be like,
yeah,
I live in my house.
I mean, it's not public with the YouTube thing. Google AdSense, you mean, Ryan? Like
yeah,
the
AdSense.
Yeah. No, that's not public. That doesn't matter who sees that, Ryan.
I don't think it does. Because the thing with AdSense is, they were like, we need to verify. I did the whole the process. They were like, yeah, you're good. And then they said, you need to tell us where you live. I'm like, oh, I live in this address. They're like, all right, we're going to send you a letter. I was like, that's not going to work out because my shipping address...
Takes like 3 weeks.
It's not even because it's because my shipping address isn't the same as my where I live, right? So I had to tell Google, yo, the fucking mail system in Panama is corrupt. I don't have a Panamanian shipping address. They were like, how do we get you the letter? I'm like, I can send you my water bill for proof. I was like, is there an alternative way? They were like, you got a water bill or an electricity bill you can send us? So I just sent that.
What happened? Like, why did you lose that there?
Lose what? I don't know. This game's... we're making a... Oh my fucking god, we're making a comeback. Dude, I have player-led peace conferences on. I'm gonna rat the fuck out of the peace deal.
Give everything to Austria.
I need to invade Austria.
They're not even in the war. It doesn't matter. Give it to them.
I need... Florius, I'm sorry.
They worked hard for it. German France! What happened to France? It's just Germany now.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna rat the fuck out of the peace deal. No, but back to the thing. Legit Burger, what gave you the idea of being a masochist? Were you born that way? Did you like have a painful experience in your life where you were like, this kind of feels good?
I don't really know. I started playing Hoi 4.
Like many people.
And I started quite late. I started in 2020.
Oof.
And yeah, I like doing, you know, World Conquest, Luxembourg World Conquest, and that was like my first big video. I just did a time lapse.
Yeah.
And then I got a lot of comments suggesting yeah, and I just continued doing weird challenges.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels really good completing a very hard challenge.
You
And
suffer and then you get the pleasure at the end. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a bit retarded too. I just got diagnosed with ADHD like last
Welcome
week.
to the club.
And I'm on medication right now.
How many milligrams? Adderall or Ritalin first off?
Ritalin. Methylphenidate. I guess that's Ritalin.
So 10 milligrams?
No, the guy, my doctor, he has said I should try 20, 40, and 60 and see which one's best.
Got them a low dose. I'm on 20.
Then you have to be on.
I'm on 40 now.
I'm on fucking Adderall. I'm not on Ritalin. Technically I was on Ritalin and Adderall at the same time. I don't recommend it. I do not recommend it.
Slight panic attack.
It's not because of that. I didn't get heart palpitations or anything, but it's like I'd be fine if I was doing something. But if I had a moment where I wasn't just doing something constantly, I just like get fucking anxious and I'd like start punching the wall and shit.
Yeah, I get it too. If I take it and I'm in school and we're just sitting and doing nothing, I get really anxious and want to work on my Hoi 4 videos or something.
That's classic.
The upside of being an adult, I guess. I can just go around in corners in my own home thinking about shit.
I walk around my house, like, I'll walk in circles. I thought that was something everyone did.
Yeah, I do that too. Funny thing is, like, all rooms are, like, connected round-wise, so I can actually go around in the apartment.
What I do is I just, like, pace around my room. Like, I'll just walk in circles around for, like, an hour a day, just, like, monologuing to like, mumbling to myself like a crazy person.
This is life hack phone calls. Overlook video.
That's true. I should just start like Discord calling people and just mumbling insane shit.
Someone said autistic tubers union.
No. Attention deficit. Get it right, dude. Saying that we're autistic.
I mean.
Florius, every video you try to take the Navy from landlocked countries.
I need it.
You need your fix.
Yeah. It's the muscle memory.
Peace with the Union of Britain. Yes. Yes, King. Start spamming racial slurs. Uh-oh. No. Legit Burger, how many racial slurs do you say a day? This is an important question. This will define.
Next question.
This will define if we can be friends.
Next question, everybody. Next question, everybody.
It's a good question. It's a good question. You get to see what someone's made out of.
I do have an actual question though.
Oh, yeah.
If there was one thing you would fix about Hoi 4, what would it be?
Clausewitz.
I haven't played in 3 months. I haven't played the new DLC yet.
Oh, are you taking a break?
Based.
Or are you like editing a big project?
Yeah, after my last video, I got a bit tired of Hoi 4, and the video I'm working on now is I'm doing a world conquest in every other Paradox game.
Oh.
But
may God bless you.
But I had only played CK3 and Hoi 4. But I have 300 hours now in E4 and
Oh no.
and 200 in Victoria 3.
Oh, that's more painful. I like Victoria 3, but oh my god, World Conquest in Victoria 3 sounds awful.
I don't think it's doable even.
It is, but it's like France or something. It's awful. Maybe Britain.
May Allah be with you, my friend.
I succeeded with the Victoria 3 World Conquest, but I got a mod so I can play after 1936.
Oh yeah, the fucking game locks you, I forgot.
I think speedrunners do like really like you have a high power level, then you puppet everyone and integrate them. But I don't know if that works with the new puppet system because they got a fuck ton of autonomy now. Yeah, they're Victoria 3 speedrunners.
How they have to be challenged. I'm sorry, like I don't want to be mean or anything, but You need to be
Says you.
You need to be a certain type of special. You need to
We
be
literally play Hoi 4.
There's this thing about glass houses and stones, you know, like.
I have a glass house in fucking. I have a glass house in Minecraft. Santiago can confirm.
You shouldn't throw stones.
You shouldn't throw stones when you live in a glass house. That's true. I can restore the Swedish monarch. Based. Yeah, no. But what do you think? Legit Burger, what's your usual process when you're making a video? I think we all have different processes that we should talk about, but let's start with you, because you have the most, let's say, the most time-consuming videos to make, I imagine?
Yeah.
But just with time spent in the game.
So first I pick a challenge and I see if it's possible. And if it's possible, I just start playing and record. I record everything. And then when I'm done, I look through the footage in like 8 times speed and note down what happened and
And what program
stuff
do you
like
use
that.
to edit it together? To bring it all, make the soup, if you will.
I use a pirated
Premiere?
version of Premiere Pro. And then I write a
As you should.
script, like try to make it interesting. It's very hard sometimes because when you have like 500 hours of footage.
You just don't do anything. Wait, 500 hours? How many gigabytes?
Yeah, that's-
like 8 terabytes? Fuck.
Right now for the Paradox Games World Conquest video, I have like 2 terabytes of footage.
Fuck.
Wow.
I'm guessing that's why your videos are so like simplistic when you're watching them. There's something you put on in the background, right?
Yeah, it's hard. You have to like balance how much depth and how short the video will be. You can't make it like 4 hours.
Yeah. And some people would disagree with you. Like, some people would say like you should make it as long as possible. Money max. I think it's up to personal preference. How
Yeah,
long
but
the video should be.
it's very hard and time consuming to edit and write the script for a 4 hour long video.
Yeah, especially when you're in school, I imagine. Well, actually, I don't imagine. I
Yeah.
fucking know. Yeah. I lived it
Yeah.
last year. I'm talking like a geriatric. I'm talking about shit that happened last year.
Gotten old.
What's your process, Florius? Usually when you make a video.
It's kind of different. Not same every video, but I do got a structure to it now. They're like getting all the secrets now here in this podcast, where I basically a lot of good ideas do come from comments. Random ideas. I sometimes have two, just basically fucking around with the game, finding something out, you know. And then just I do more test runs now and do streams with that to kind of collect ideas from people.
And it's
at the end
also
of the
easy
day,
footage, yeah, if you do streams.
And yeah, but at the end of the day, it's more about just pure entertainment. I'm like far away from being the best gamer or whatever, but I do kinda just, you know, it's about memes, it's about funny. I do talk like every time something happens.
So a drive power, you say
And-
hungry we devour.
You're such an idiot. That's why I don't get answers from me most of the time, because you just interrupt and talk trash.
I'm a comedian. I'm a funny guy.
See, I tried to be professional with you. You fucked it up.
That's your worst mistake.
You nearly got like the answers to everything, and
You're
then
like opening your heart. I quoted the wrong.
And then he flipped it. He said,
Yeah.
fuck you.
But yeah, I feel like I found a good structure to making videos where it's like doable in a weekly thing. The problem is that I have like big side projects now, which makes it harder.
But
a lot
you
of
do
stuff
have
that's
employees, so I imagine that takes
Employees.
a bit, yeah. Well, contractors.
not really employees.
technically, yeah. Contractors.
It's like people that are paying for a video and ask them if they want to make new videos. But it's kind of hard because I feel like I'm very hands-on, and
Yeah.
getting someone to do your style is kind of hard. And you also don't want to like deprive them of their creativity.
So that ties into
Yeah,
the consistency thing, where you need to pick like how creative you need to let them be, so you can maintain your consistent, like your consistent quality, your unique style that you've crafted throughout the years. So you don't fuck
feel
up
like
the industry.
I got like editors that help me with videos, but at the end of the day, I spend way too much time on these videos afterwards and just put a lot of my own touch on it.
You see, that's why I don't think I'll ever hire editors. But like, you know my projects, you know they're big. I should probably get editors. I don't think I could, just because of.
Yeah, for me it's a financial situation that I want to pay them fairly. And now they kind of can. Like I always like when I ask for that, I'm like, what do you want to get paid at? And if they say something I can't afford, I'm like, I would say we end the negotiations here because I can't afford you.
Yeah.
I don't want to like talk you down because I edited myself. I was an editor for like feedback for a while.
Yeah.
And so I have respect for the job. And if I feel like I can't afford an editor, I will not try to negotiate them down. I just say, okay, yeah, sorry, I can't afford you. That's fine.
That's where I think I'm kind of different, because I would take a loss with a fucking editor. Like, I don't think I'll ever do YouTube like as my sole income. I think I'll always be doing something on the side. So I'll happily take a loss with hiring an editor where I'm like, you want me to pay you like double what I make? Sure, I'll take that loss for the quality, right? But the reason I don't think I ever could is just because the way I make videos it isn't like a start to end sort of thing, right? It's like I'll start the script, I'll edit the intro and like the first part, then I'll like keep writing the script and editing and shit like in between, and like I won't have finished editing the intro, so I need to keep doing that on the side, right? Like, it's a very non-linear thing to where I don't think I could really train someone to work with it. It's very dependent on just how the fuck I function for that week.
I mean, I do teach basics, but at the end of the day, the editors do what the editor want, and I'm like, I try to help, but at the end of the day, they choose how they want to have their workflow.
Yeah. I also think that's why I could never go full time on YouTube. Just because, like, I don't think I'm locked in enough for it, personally.
There's also like, I feel like a lot of people underestimate in YouTube, and what is stressful is like very upload to a certain degree is a gamble.
Yeah.
Because the video can always perform, like there's sometimes videos you pour your heart and soul in and it performs way better than a video where you barely did anything. And,
or you
and
the
that is,
opposite,
yeah, so that, you know, then you feel like it defeat this, then the next video is good and you feel good again, but it's like always the stress about how will the next video perform, can I still do YouTube in a few years? If you go full-time YouTube, you gotta learn to live with that. It's pretty stressful.
So
Even though it's a very cool job.
For me, I think wouldn't be so much the stress. I can handle stress that comes with YouTube fairly fine, right? I think it's more just the time it takes me to make videos. Like I take too long in between videos, so I don't think I ever could make a consistent living off it. And even if I could, I don't think I could like live with myself being like, oh yeah, I do this full time, and then it takes me like a month to make a video. It's just that sort of thing, you know.
Why? If it takes a month, it takes a month. If you find a way how that financially makes it viable.
Just because I feel bad, mostly.
Like I haven't uploaded in three months, and I still make good money.
In my case, I just feel bad for the viewer, where I'm like, I haven't done shit in 3 months. I have people are waiting for my video. Like, what the fuck?
I think you shouldn't stress yourself out that much. I do it with the mega campaign because like months late now. But at the end of the day, there's always other stuff on YouTube. You know, like don't be sad for the viewer per se. You know, some of them will be bummed out, but if it takes you more time to make good videos, then take more time. I do some compromises now, of course, with trying weekly. It's also that I think because of like my ADHD that I can't spend too much time per project. But yeah, I do struggle with bigger projects personally speaking. That's why I do like quote unquote simpler.
That's why I do streams. Like streaming has taken a lot of stress off for me because it's like easy content you can do, and it's like hold on, like it's easy content that you can just pump out consistently on a weekly basis or like daily if you feel like it, and it doesn't take too much time away from big projects. So that's why I got into it personally. Chaotic Florius, why did you get into streaming?
I think that
No, speak, Legend Burger.
I think that when you don't upload very frequently, it kind of motivates you to make better videos because you want the wait to be worth it, so to speak, for the viewers.
I'm an awful person. That's not my whole motivation. That's part of it, but a bigger motivation I have is when I see someone else's video, I see how many views it has, and I say like I can do a way better video. Like, it's not a good motivator. I don't recommend it.
Money is a good motivator too.
For me, it's 90% just spite. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's fucked up.
Well, my motivation is that I'm my own boss, because I feel like I would have. I mean, I've been in roles like military or like school where I've behaved very well under like a person and it was respectful, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'm like actively being mistreated in a job, I would just speak out and immediately get fired. I would just immediately complain. Now that I'm my own boss, I'm the only one at fault for bad working conditions. So I can't blame anyone.
Like I'm 17, and like I don't really need money. So
You say that now, then the debt collector comes.
yeah, but I made a lot of money from
YouTube,
this. Yeah, so I don't really get motivated from by that anymore.
I never really.
I feel
made
like
money.
I have enough. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I never really made money on YouTube, so that's not my motivator. My motivator's just, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like fucking spite. I look at other people's videos, I'm like, why does this have so many views? I can make something infinitely better. And I know it's not gonna get views, but I have to do it, you know? Like, that's not a good drive. I should probably change that at some point. I should find a better motivator than this other guy's a chud. Talking
about that topic, do you want to tell people how we met?
Yeah, the way we met, the way Florius and I met, it's so fucking funny, cause it's like I'm a blunt person, right? I'm a very straightforward, and I don't realize when I'm hurting people's feelings. So the first DM I ever sent Florius was about the YouTube ears video, one of my most iconic videos ever made, where I was like, yo, I'm gonna talk about like how I don't like your fucking thumbnails in my video. He answers like 2 months after the video's out, and he goes like, oh yeah, it's fine, and we start talking. And I accidentally just keep talking shit to him because I don't notice when I do it. Like, I need to be called out on it. So I just kept telling, like sliding him, just unaware that I was doing it. And then we slowly became friends off of that. It was really weird, but it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Your videos is shit. I think we could be friends from this.
I don't like. It's a subjective opinion, so it's completely fine. I know that my videos are less effort than other people's videos, right?
Howard.
But that means they're not no effort, right? There's still something to them, and there's still work in the end of the day, right? You can talk like EU4 quantity quality ideas. I feel like I'm something in between. Because I'm not, at least I would say I'm not just a content farm. There are some edits to there. There is some kind of chaotic plan, everything. Yeah. I mean, there are the shiny thumbnails and there are the titles, but that's YouTube, you know?
Yeah. I think the appearances are also deceiving with your channel. Because when you look at your channel, you'd think it's just like what Chris Tibbs or what like Sayoswak do, where they just like play the game for... What the fuck is that? That's like some guy just yelling into his phone. But you'd think it's like Chris Tibbs or Saleswalk where they like lightly edit their video and they're just like, it's like an unedited gameplay. But then you look at your videos and there's like an edit every second almost. So looks can be deceiving as well.
That's the ADHD.
That's the ADHD.
I'm like, what would I watch? I'm like, something has to move.
I used to do that when I started out YouTube, but then I've evolved to the point where I'm like somewhat minimal with my edits. I think I'd rather do like one grand edit every like 5 minutes than have like small edits every minute, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like for me, I'm still starting out,
Yeah, you've got room to
so
grow
it's like,
and like experiment. That's a good thing.
yeah, so it's like I don't really know how to like go at it necessarily, but just like
You just
what
just
like I'd want to do for like future plans or whatever.
I mean, you just do whatever, see what works. That's
Yeah.
That's how you do it, isn't it? Oh, you know,
I feel like you don't really need a lot of editing for Hoi 4 videos.
you don't,
No, you
but
don't.
but it sets you apart. Like you've seen low time preference, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
like
got a bit scared when he did Liberia World Conquest, you know?
when you saw that
Do I
thumbnail,
have
you were like, "Oh
competition?
no." You saw the thumbnail, you were like, "What's Kanye there?" No, he spends like, cause I talk to him fairly often. He spends like a month per minute of video almost. It tells him like 4 months to make a video, which is fucking nuts when you consider. You know the most fucked up part about him though. He what editing programs do you guys think he uses? Like Santiago, I think you know, but like Legit Burger, what do you think? Florius, what do you think he uses to achieve that level of autism?
Does he use CapCut or like?
It's not CapCut.
Does it like
Is
not
it
use at
something
all?
weird?
Is like After Effects all the way through or what?
Sony Vegas.
Sony Vegas. Actually, never worked with Sony Vegas. I couldn't say anything about it.
Me neither.
The thing with Sony
I worked
Vegas
with
is
Da
that
Vinci.
Vegas works if you're doing like small, like just for the what you guys do. Yeah, you could do it. But for what he's doing, he needs to make like 6 different Vegas projects with like 27 timelines. And I've seen the fucking timelines. I've seen his process. I'm like, what? I've really just switched to Premiere at this point, dog. Like, it's fucked up. It's getting to the point where I would, like, I'd give him access to my fucking Adobe account just so he doesn't have to do what he's doing. No, but what are your guys' thoughts on DaVinci Resolve? I have strong thoughts when it comes to it.
I haven't used it.
You haven't. What do you use, Santiago? Premiere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I started, I used DaVinci Resolve. It's alright, like it has all the basic features.
But
I
then
don't really need a lot.
But then you see a node.
I haven't used it in a long time, so I don't really remember.
That's messed
I
around.
remember.
No, go for it.
When I remember Premiere, like maybe I just didn't find out where it was, but like setting keyframes was like a big thing in Premiere. They could easily move them around. And
Funny thing about keyframes in fucking in DaVinci actually is that you can do them manually, but if you do them manually, you can't smooth out the keyframe at all. So if you want to smooth out the keyframe, you need to do it via node. It's just an overcomplicated mess. I've messed around with DaVinci. I don't like it personally. It's like it's messy. It has.
I like the
nodes.
interface of Premiere more.
I like
Yeah.
I know why the interface of DaVinci is the way it is, but it doesn't make it better. So when you look at the bottom right, you see like you have different panels for different functions. And that's because DaVinci's like film oriented, like it's very oriented towards filmmakers and like professionals.
They want to push their products. I know. They're like a
It's because
camera.
they're a camera company,
recording
Black Magic
company,
Design,
yeah.
But the problem with it is that they make their editing software is completely made to fit the needs of professionals, which is professionals need a clear workflow where it's like start to finish. So when you look at the interface, it goes from the left to the right, from like import media to you fucking cut it, to you add effects, to you do the audio, and it's like you look at it, it's left to right because they want that workflow. And that doesn't work for the average person. If you start off with DaVinci, like you should stay with DaVinci because like it's way more effort to learn something new. But I couldn't use DaVinci personally.
I remember cut and edit was like 2 different panels, right?
It's 2 different panels, but you technically in the cut panel you can do edits. It's just not as complex as the edits you can do in the edit panel.
I did everything in
fucking-
edits.
It's a fucking weird. Mean Bean is the DaVinci expert. Like he's mastered DaVinci Resolve, and I think he's a crackhead for it personally. But that's just my opinion.
He does good edits with them though.
He does get edits done with them, but it's like Get this. I told him like you should add a drop shadow and like maybe do a few effects to a segment when he was working on a video, and he was like, oh, you know the way you do that in DaVinci's funny. You need to like go into this panel. You need to like add 6 nodes. You need to add keyframes to the nodes at the and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? You're not speaking English. So like, it's a software that Stockholms you, really, in my opinion. What did John Parker post an hour ago? Aaron, fine. Did John Parker post? Dude, I swear, if he posted and he's not here, I'm gonna be angry at him. You're gonna have a problem.
If you have a question for me, just ask me. I'm just gonna edit on the side again.
So
I'm just so rude.
If you could have dual citizenship, what would the second one be? Hungarian.
What do you do with Hungarian? I know Dragoon has that, but
He's got the ancestry.
like nothing against this. I wouldn't actually know. Like, what do I need outside of like Austria?
Outside of
That's
Schengen
EU.
area, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, also
And bear
the
with me.
US, at least like EU nation,
Maybe.
Europe.
Maybe the Commonwealth. Maybe the British Commonwealth.
Nah, since the Brexit DLC, they're not as fun anymore.
Now listen, man. I'm gonna go to the UK. I'm gonna get asylum.
Good luck.
It's
I have
fucked
British
up.
friends. I know what the situation there is. I was there last year.
It's fucked up.
They still didn't get their money for the healthcare back that the EU stole. Rude.
The EU should just give it back, man.
If you see those old ads where like double-decker buses drove around with so much money stolen by the European Union that could go into our healthcare system, and it's still the worst healthcare system ever. I mean, US, but it's like, I mean, Europe.
The US healthcare is crazy when you look at it. You know why I think it's so dog shit? I think it's because of insurance, honestly. Because hospitals see that insurance covers it, so they overcharge you for everything.
I mean, they kind of do that too, because I've like there's different kind of like state insurances. If you're like self-employed, there's different ones for if you work in a company.
But
and they were like, "Oh, your insurance also covers this, so we're also gonna do that." I'm like, okay, like they don't force it on you, but like it's an extra test. It's free thanks to my insurance, so they do it. It's not ultimately corrupted because they tell you, but
it's like,
it didn't really change
also
anything.
You have like state subsidies for your hospitals. In America, they don't have that shit. In America, public hospitals overcharge you, and private hospitals overcharge you double because of insurance. So, thanks for the 11, Casey. The 11 euros.
Bro, he's making bank.
We've made. I can't say how much we've made this stream, but we've made something. That's for sure. 27 cents probably. Nigel Farage, dude. Please don't deport me, Nigel Farage. Nigel, I am
Isn't the
white.
Reform UK guy, right? Yeah.
Nigel, please, I'm white. I'm not an immigrant. Please, dog.
They will smell you out.
Legit Burger, what's your thoughts on the political situation of Sweden right now? Joining NATO, you're gonna have to do mandatory military service soon. What's your thoughts on all that?
They already joined, didn't they?
You know, I don't think he's in the service. They're in NATO, so he might have to join up this year.
They sent out like you have to fill out a form.
The classic I don't want to do service form.
You have to like fill out if you are retarded and how your how many push-ups you can do and stuff like that.
The answer's 2, right?
But if you have ADHD and if you're medicated, you don't have to do mandatory service.
I think
Man,
in
I
general,
could have skipped it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think in general in Sweden you can just skip it because like what Low Time Preference told me he did is like when you go to the website to fill out the form you can say on a scale of 1 to 10 how willing would you be to do military service, and you can just
That is-
like 1.
This is crazy. Like over here, you have like if you're like 16, 18, I actually don't remember. You go somewhere. Like every boy, like man, whatever, has to go there.
Children are
and
being sent into the military.
every male citizen has to go there. Let's keep it like that, right? And they check you for everything, like even like testicular like cancer and everything. And they check you for everything, and then they decide if you are good for military service or not. And it's like a 2-day thing. Then you just do tests and exercise, and you can skip military service by saying you're afraid of guns.
I think the difference between the two, right, is that Sweden doesn't have like any immediate threats. Like Austria's like pledged new threat. Like Austria has this Swiss thing where they're like, we are neutral, but we're armed neutrality, so we're gonna fight everyone around us. Whereas
I
Sweden
wouldn't
is
call it armed.
well, quote unquote, right? But like the difference is Sweden is like we're neutral, but we're homosexual, so we're not gonna fight anyone.
But Sweden has something called total defense. So if we go to war, everyone has to contribute. You can't just leave and do nothing. So if you're a doctor or something, you have to.
I think in Panama we have something similar. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
In Panama, I think the way it works is that every man, woman, and child constitutionally has to defend the country. Like we put every fucking Monday in school, we pledged allegiance to flag, country, and we sang the anthem. So
It is kind of funny because like more of the nationalist parties over here, it always feels the argument of we are neutral, so we're not allowed to have a military, and we're not allowed to defend ourselves. There's like there was like a deal for an like anti-air cooperation with other European nations. They cried about it, that it's like an act of aggression because we're getting like air defense weapons. And as a neutral nations, we shouldn't do that. I'm like, do you know what neutrality means? It doesn't mean
you know what? They're probably just looking at like Panama and Costa Rica when they look at neutral country, because we don't have militaries. Panama and Costa Rica, well, technically in Panama we do, but it's like a secret, you know, it's not official. Like we don't call it the military, it's the public forces, it's different. But no, the way it works here is like everyone's a fucking nationalist in Panama. Like everyone, like being a nationalist is a good thing in Panama because of like the American occupation. So the thing with is that's why we sing the fucking anthem and shit in Monday. Everyone knows the national anthem in Panama. Because of that. That's how you're raised.
The problem in Austria is that like nationalism per se, like the people that call themselves nationalists here are not nationalists. They're isolationists. That's a difference. But they call themselves nationalists, so they kind of ruin that.
They're the people that would be like, yeah, Austria is the best country on earth, but they wouldn't defend it in a war, right? But in Panama,
no, never.
Yeah.
They said we should leave the European Union, which would be a catastrophic for Austria. The economy would just die. They said we should not like cooperate with European states. We should not accept some of the laws, and it just doesn't make sense because you can say that the European Union is not perfect. Like true, 100%. We all agree.
It's a flawed system, but it's better than like whatever the fuck
everything else
Russia has going on. Yeah. Well, not everything else. Some countries have better systems.
I don't even want to bring Russia into this. Like I don't want to go this deep. This is a whole other hole. I'm not ready for the bots.
Kind of worms, yeah.
But just saying like being isolationist in the middle of Europe or like Austria, right, is stupid. It's just economy.
Guys,
like we've trade through other people.
Guys, we've caused every world war, but like we need to be isolationist.
Yeah, we just very closely dodged like right-wing extremist, and you can say that, chancellor here, because he was too greedy with the other party. They couldn't make a coalition. He wanted like all the important offices for his ministry.
In Panama, what nationalism is like you completely love the country and you say like Panama's the best country ever, no matter what, and you go to bat for the country in every fucking argument ever. It's just kind of nice that everyone loves the country and the culture, right? But it's also like it's a bit weird when you talk to people that aren't from Panama, because it's like, wait, it's like Like you don't sing the national anthem every Monday morning. You don't salute the flag.
I mean, I'm in a way nationalist that I love Austria and I would never leave it. You know,
Yeah.
like I would never migrate to another nation. I love it here. But I'm not in a way that I like need to wave, which is kind of funny because my entire like YouTube thing and streaming thing started like with like Austrian nationalism as a kind of joke.
Yeah.
I went away from that a little bit, but I mean a little bit. It's an Australian flag now.
You're in Colonel Camland now, baby.
It was supposed to be a second gel. It kind of got out of hand.
It got a bit too big for your britches, yeah. Panama's the best country on earth, yeah.
I don't know. It is, but yeah, I do feel why people are afraid in Europe, and that there's a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's also like, as someone from the Americas, how much can you really understand it? Because you're so far removed from everything, right? I think that's why Trump got big, is because the Americans, like the United States, is just so far removed from everything that goes on in the rest of the world, because they're like 2 fucking oceans away from everything, and all their neighbors are friendly with, or were friendly with them, so they're just like, yeah, our problems are the most important in the world. And it's like there's a whole other continent. There's 3 continents that you don't know about.
It is just funny to me, like if you look at history, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, that American economy has always thrived with international cooperation, and always went into a depression every time they became isolationist. And and they're doing it again. They're just doing it again. They're not learning it.
I mean, the American economy revolves around whatever the fuck is happening in the rest of the world. So it's like if the rest of the world is thriving, America's thriving, right? But if the rest of the world's doing kind of shit, America says, maybe we should pull out, and then they start doing shit. Like that's what happened with the Great Depression. Is like America was thriving under free trade, then the stock market crashed, and then like Germany started with hyperinflation because of the Weimar Republic, and then fucking Americans were like, this could be bad, and then the Great Depression happened, and they were like, yeah, we gotta cut ourselves off from the world because then we're gonna like make more, we're gonna start magically making money again, and then they started losing money. And they're like, what happened? And it's so weird to me that Americans can't see that the common denominator in every single time their economy has been doing well is that they've started trading with Europe because they've been rebuilding it after the war. Like,
The only thing I can, like, I will, if I start talking now, like people think, like at least Americans, that I'm a communist, a filthy one. Because my next argument is that like the media is just owned by big business, and they're just putting information out in the way that it fits them.
Yeah,
And if
well,
your
it
source
is.
is like
It is.
controlled by rich people, you vote what, like, you think it's in your favor to vote whatever they want.
Well, it's not conspiratorial to say that. It's not wrong, because it's true. Like the fucking rich.
It's an international problem, by the way, not just
Yeah,
US.
I know.
Just...
It's an international problem. But the thing is, I think people hear that and they immediately think that you're saying it's a bad thing when I don't think it's wholly a bad thing that the rich control media. I think it's a bad thing when the rich start pushing political ideology in media, right? That's when I
mean,
think we should
the one is a result of the other, you know, like...
Yeah. So it's like, it's a fine line, but it's like, it just comes back to humans are fucking greedy. They do whatever makes them money.
It's like the argument of a monarchy, right? You can have the greatest king in the world and everything is fine, but if his heir is dog shit, you will suffer under the consequences.
And that's
the same argument with let the media be controlled by rich people because they're doing a good job. The next generation can just fuck it up.
I mean, my argument isn't that they do a good job. My argument is that they give money that doesn't have to come from the state. But the counter argument to that, which is a very valid counter argument, is they have their own fucking interests that they're trying to push.
I feel like you need both. I feel like you need like your state media, you need your checks and balances, and you should allow private media.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is private. YouTube is the biggest source of private media in the world, and I think it's a pretty good, it's a pretty good source of information, really, if you want to look for it. Right? If you just want to get like quick information, like what's happening in the world, YouTube is a great source because you can see arguments from every fucking part of the political spectrum. But you shouldn't like lock yourself into this is my favorite content creator, so I'm gonna listen to everything he has to say. I think that's people's fucking mistake in this world is they look at one person that they've been following for a while and they're like, he's my savior. He has my best interest in mind. Motherfucker, he just wants to make money. Like, that's why in my videos, you know, I like crafting a story, right? So it can seem like I'm supporting an ideology in a video, but it's like it's all fantasy at the end of the day. You will never see me unironically saying like we need to support X system or Y system. Like I'll never go that far, like, because it's not my place to say. It's not my place to say. I'm an entertainer. I need to make entertaining videos. I don't need to make political videos.
I get all my information from my grandmother's WhatsApp status. That is a good comment. You know, but like that's the main reason why you have obviously heard many times me talking, and I privately don't care about keeping my politics secret. It's like not a content sense that I want to be like, to a certain degree, of course I like to avoid drama, but firstly it shouldn't be drama if I say what I like, you know. Like
if you say like but fucking Marx is bad, why should that be drama? If you say
I mean it in a sense that people, when they watch my videos, should chill, and I don't want them to stress out with politics.
The thing is, if you're watching a Hoi 4 video, you shouldn't think that whatever the dude says in the video is like his real political thoughts. No, he's just saying he's fucking like he's fucking roleplaying.
Obviously,
like he's just roleplaying. Like people get on Colonel Cam, they think he's a communist because like every video he goes like a communist place. Like it's just what he likes playing. Same with Holo Being, where people think he's a fascist because every video he does fascist paths, but it's like it's just what's fun in the game, innit? Like, it's just what's fun in the game.
I'm a monarchist, apparently.
Yeah. Like I don't know what the fuck I am with the videos I make.
Autistic.
my fucking what was my last
the best ideology?
Like what was my last storytelling video? Fucking why communist Vietnam is goated superpower in Red Dusk. What was the one before that? Oh, why fucking Mussolini was like a constitutional monarchist behind the scenes while he was also a syndicate. Like, how are you gonna take how are you gonna get my political opinion seriously? To me, like whatever I say online seriously. If you look
extremist, there you go. Yeah. Borderline, whatever.
Bipolar disorder, my dark, beautiful, twisted fantasy by Kanye West.
Like someone wrote this like as a joke that drama is good for the views, but I feel like
it's good for views, but it's like at what cost?
It does suck. Firstly, like you get
stressed,
annoyed a lot. It's like a cock measuring contest on who has the better community can mobilize.
Who has the better cock? Let's see the picture.
And that's not what it should be about, right? For me, it's still about making fun videos and bringing those out. Of course, earning money with them. I'm not gonna act like, oh, I'm doing it just for the fans.
No, it's for
just for
money.
I don't even know if I have fans, man.
The only way you're not doing it for the money is if you don't make money. Like that's the only way you don't do it for the money.
Yeah, obviously, it's my job, and I like my job, and I still need money from my job. But I'm happy I'm allowed to do it like this. And for me, yeah, I don't like drama because it's like negative attention, and it's useless.
My thing with drama is I'll only get involved with it if I truly think it's something worth getting involved in. Like if it's some stupid shit, like someone calls me a poopy head, like it's whatever. But if someone's like actually doing like stealing content or doing something on par with, or like they're pushing hateful ideologies in their videos, like blatantly so, not just like, oh, I play this path so I must be that, but they're like blatantly going out of their way to push hateful ideas. I'm like, that's when I think like maybe I should get involved with this, you know? That's when maybe I start considering it.
Like I do very rarely also like moderate and delete comments, but you have to do it to a certain degree because YouTube is basically like, oh, we don't care about moderating.
We don't care.
You have to moderate, and if you don't moderate, we will punish you.
Yeah, that's
like if someone writes something shit and I don't moderate, and I just say, oh yeah, that's fine.
You write the fucking, what's it called? You write the skull emoji, you get a channel warning. You show Bateman ass, you get banned.
Yeah, I did get like 4 community warnings, and I always ask them what is it, because I answered all of my comments back in the days, every single one, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped, because I kept getting community warnings for hate speech. And the worst thing I wrote is like the Moa face, like the stone face, and the skull face. And if someone writes something hateful, I just wrote okay.
Well, you know who else used the skull face? The Waffen SS. Have you thought about who you're signaling to?
I asked YouTube what is the reason, and they said they can't tell it to me because it's like about data privacy. And you know what that means? That they have no fucking idea how the algorithm works, and they don't want to like say that.
The fucking the AI for the YouTube AI is crazy. Look, I fucking put Bateman ass in the video, right? They age restrict my video, which is reasonable. I go in, I censor I put a full fucking mosaic fucking censorship in the entire scene, community warning, and your video gets taken out. What?
They don't really tell you, like, at least me that never told the why. I just thought about what's the worst thing I wrote. I sometimes had similar responses, so maybe it was spam.
Dude,
but no, it said hate speech, so it has to be the skull or they're okay.
Listen,
but I never answer rudely. No. I just say, okay, that's the worst thing, because I don't want to engage more with what's there. So I sometimes delete. Like there was a comment saying, "Oh my God, you're gonna delete this? You libtard, idiot, moron." I'm like, of course, you're breaking the toss with this comment. I have to delete it.
You know what?
You can't. This
is the funniest thing.
Write your opinion, but don't swear. Like.
I asked YouTube, why did Bateman ass get removed? Why did my censored Bateman ass get me a community warning? They were like, oh, well, you're making sexual content in this fucking timestamp. I clicked on the timestamp. It was when you said Spanish. You said Spanish and got demonetized. I got fucking warning.
My voice, it's sexual.
It's too sexual. That accent, oh man, it's making me act up right now. It's crazy. It's mental.
Yeah, but I had my, like, you know, that I had my certain chances for drama, but I never decided to go into it. It's just not worth it for me.
It's also like, people hate you if you go into drama. Like, people don't want to associate with this. It's like, why the fuck would I do it?
I just don't think
think about this. I made the YouTubers video, which if you watch that video, it's I make like one good point, but the rest of the points aren't fleshed out enough to be good points, you know? And people took that video so fucking seriously. Like, they thought I was like, it's my fault. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my fault, yeah. I recognize that.
I take it like as meta critique and as like commentary, but mostly it's entertaining, right? Like, to a certain degree, firstly, you said it's your subjective opinion. You know, you make it in a joke if my lawyers advise me, but let's be honest, it is your subjective opinion about it, and I think you even say it exactly like that. So, everything you say, people can agree with it, people can't agree with it.
But they have to respect the opinion at the end of the day. That doesn't fucking happen. People took that video so fucking seriously. I think I'm on Feedback Gaming's bad side after that video, honestly. Like, that's why I don't like make review videos anymore as well. It's because people just take it so seriously. I'm not gonna fucking deal with this. I'm not paid enough to deal with this. Maybe once YouTube starts paying me, maybe I'll deal with this.
You said you don't want to get paid by you. You changed.
Listen,
you changed in the last minute.
Listen, man. The Patreon is gonna take off. The Patreon's gonna take off someday.
I should really tell people I have a Patreon.
Oh yeah, Florius has a Patreon.
I never do that. Like,
you had a broken link in your fucking bio. I had to tell you about it.
True. Yeah, it was. But what was it actually? Was it?
It was the reason the link was broken is because for Patreon links on YouTube, you need to like type in the HTTPS beforehand, or else the link doesn't work.
True, it was something stupid like this. It is so funny.
So I DM'd you, I was like, yeah, you know your link's broken. You're like, what link? My link's
no, I
broken.
think it's like you have to fill out the Patreon. You have to link the site via the put here link, and we search the website, and then it's got like you're not allowed to put it in the text box.
No, you need
like
to put
section.
You need to put the full HTTPS. I think it is. That's the issue I had.
Yeah, in the description, yeah, but in your channel description, it's like it says about, and then it says links.
Oh no, I remember. Yeah, it was fine in your channel bio, but it was the video description where it didn't work, and I told you like, yeah, this link's broken. That's what
it was the other way around, but yes.
We're sanitizing the story. We're sanitizing the story. Don't worry.
Fit the narrative.
It fits my agenda, the gay liberal agenda that I push in every one of my videos. Santiago, you're a big fan of the liberal agenda, right? You voted for Donald Trump.
These accusations.
You do the Trump voice an awful lot, man. Maybe you're dog whistling, you know?
I'm just saying, I'm just a normal guy.
Legit Burger, what's your plans for after you graduate high school? You're gonna go full time on YouTube? You're gonna go full time on school? Are you gonna kill yourself? What's in the cards for you?
I, I don't really know. I think I'll go to university and then
See where it goes.
I'll kill myself.
If you go to Canada,
Hey,
you actually
it's a
can,
good
you can,
idea.
if you go to Canada, you can kill yourself for free. It's part of their healthcare. It's fucked up.
It is funny though.
I didn't know it cost money. I might change my mind.
You might need to buy the rope and the bullet. If you go to Canada, they just shoot you in the office.
Electric bill.
You tell him like, man, I'm depressed, doctor. He goes, say less. Guns you down.
It is funny though, as an American, seeing you guys talk about America, because it's just like,
It's because we get the best perspective on it, because we see it from the outside looking in. Like, I wouldn't trust myself to talk about like Panamanian things.
Bro
Yeah,
muted himself out of spite. Understandable. Best take so far.
no. Say-
I'm back. No, like if I have to, like if I'm telling you like, oh yeah, Panama's the best country ever, you gotta take that with a grain of salt, because I've been raised to be a nationalist, right? So you gotta do your own research. So like always when you're looking at a country, people that are looking at it from the outside looking in have some good insight on it, but obviously they don't know the full story. So then they need the added context from you that lives in the country. But with America, everything's out in the open, so you can just make fun of it.
but yeah, America's like the punching bag until like something happens. Until they say something, like when Trump's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go buy Gaza Strip," and everyone just is like, "What the?
What the fuck is
what?
what? I want that.
What did
kush,
you
dude.
just say?"
That's fine crack.
I
It's-
love the idiocracy clips now.
Yeah.
They've become way more funnier
Yeah, we're the
in
fucking.
a very sad way.
Dude, I mean, like as an American, it's just like you went from we went
I'm
from
the party of
Trump
peace. I love
to
peace.
Biden back to Trump, and it's just like
You know why it is? It's
it's-
because you had a fucking. You had a fucking woman that was running against Trump. If Biden ran, he would have won. I guarantee you. I'm telling you, Trump has a 2-0 fucking win streak against women. You should never let Kamala run. Statistically speaking, he will beat the women every time. Shouldn't have let Kamala run. You should have waited until Biden was in office before you fucking
Well, I mean,
before you
like
brought the
now,
corpse
like
in.
that he's in office, like
Everything's
on
gotten
YouTube,
worse.
I just keep getting like Trump signs this executive order, and then the next day, Elon is having a kid at the Oval Office with his like freaking interview
It's
shit.
Like, it's like
and
getting,
it's-
he's like giving birth in the Oval Office. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like Trump
has
and
his
Ray
kid.
Elon's kids. Yeah. Did he say like you the real president or something like that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, "You're not the real president," and Trump's like, "Okay, kid, okay."
Trump's like, can we execute him? Send him over the border.
How many kids do you have, Elon? This is your 16th one? Okay, you can get rid of him.
How many kids you have, Elon? How many of them have succumbed to the woke mind virus?
Dude, that's the thing. In America, it's like
The frogs!
Fox News headline, or just like some freaking terminology thing that gets. It's like
Yeah.
the woke mind virus, or then like
Or,
from
like,
the
Nazi-
Democrats,
one of-
like
one of
they're
my
a
favorite-
fascist or Nazis. It's
One of
like,
my favorites
Jesus.
is Nazi adjacent, so you can have plausible deniability when you call someone Nazi. No, I didn't call you a Nazi. I called you Nazi adjacent. You're next to the Nazis.
The debates are so interesting, not gonna lie. Like
Oh
the
my
entire
God.
it was the
Turn
Roman
the lights
salute
off.
thing.
Turn the lights
So
off.
funny.
The
This is so
Roman salute
funny.
was amazing, because that's literally the Italian fascist salute, the Roman salute. So it's like, it's not the Nazi salute, it was the
It was
other
used by
fascist.
the Romans.
It's good news.
Don't look historically. The Romans were the first fascists, but don't look at it too deep.
Dude, but like the debates now, they won't ever get that good again. Just Trump and Joe Biden was like a goddamn skit.
Look at
of just
Sleepy
like
Joe.
nonsense.
Sleepy Joe. He's falling asleep right now. He has his bib on. No, Trump. You touch her in the pussy. Like,
One of the best parts was just Joe Biden like saying, I don't
Shut
even know
up,
what he was saying.
man.
No one knew what he was saying. He was just like, we're gonna get
we're
fentanyl machines. And then it goes back to Trump. He goes, I don't really know what he just said. I don't think he knows clear."
chip. I don't know what he said. Shut up, man.
Would you just shut up, man?
People
It's-
acted
like-
like that was such a win too.
I gotta say, after the last year, I didn't like it before, but the latest season of The Boys, I respect it now. I respect it now.
I never really
I
watched
hate
The
open
Boys.
ends.
Yeah.
I hate open ends. But man, that was like foresight. You should watch it if you like US politics. It's awfully close.
It is.
Exactly. Obama.
Listen. I never watched The Boys, right? I can't have an opinion on The Boys. However, I did drink tap water in America once, so now I'm gay.
You shouldn't drink tap water in America. You will die.
That's why I have lead poisoning.
It's not even a joke. It's not a joke.
I drank the tap water in Colombia. It's not as bad as people say. I didn't get gonorrhea, so it's fine. It's fine.
You only lost one kidney.
I only lost 10 chromosomes. I only gained 10 chromosomes with it. You know, it's not as bad as people say in Colombia. Actually, you know what's fucked up about? Actually, I went to Bogota. It's like I cannot tell the difference between Bogota and Boston. They're the same type of person. Like they're the same city down to the fucking drug problem they have. And then to the crime they have. It's like the same shit. Actually, I will say Boston is slightly safer. You can have your phone out at night in Boston. In Bogota, you'll get assaulted.
Fun.
It's fun, yeah. I'm sorry. Outside my hotel in Bogota, I saw 27 sex shops. That's not a joke. I look at the stores. They're sex shops.
And how do they look from the inside?
The panel hosted by Equestria at War. What the fuck is that? Dude, I haven't played Equestria at War in months. Florius, when are you making your pony video?
Let me look at the list. Never.
No, we can do a co-op video. We can like do a massive collab. Force everyone.
Oh
to
yeah,
play.
now I'm less motivated to do it.
We can force everyone to roleplay as the ponies.
The last time we made co-op, it was an experience.
It was beautiful, man. The Bulgarian navy was massive.
No, I don't mean that. I mean the World War One.
That was beautiful. Man.
I had to end the war because the lobby was just a cluster. I don't mean the Hoi lobby. I mean the Discord lobby. There was just so much anger, and everyone wanted to go to sleep.
Everyone was angry. I was willing to keep the war going for 10 more years.
I know. That's why I clicked the decision to capitulate because we were losing.
We weren't. We were gonna win it, dude. I fucking, dude. The comeback was in the air. I could smell, and then you wiped.
The Russians were next to Berlin.
They were next to Berlin, but But the Western Front, they were losing so many men. They couldn't sustain the push. Oh, look at how many casualties.
Yeah, but we had no guns.
I'm at war with Germany.
Than we could reinforce.
No!
Oh, did you attack actively Austria?
Yeah, I didn't sign the peace treaty. Now I'm at war with Germany.
Remember that you have like this front line in France.
I'm just gonna guard the river. I can't hold the entirety of. Look, a massive resistance occupation here. So no, I didn't. Oh, this hurts. It's fine. We'll make a comeback.
Wait, is it democratic chair? No, what is that flag?
Market liberal.
Oh, the Germans are not in. They send volunteers.
No, the German. I'm at war with Germany, man. Like the stream is delayed.
Oh.
I am fighting I'm fighting the Wehrmacht.
How much is the stream delayed? Because you're right now fighting anti-roll.
Probably 5 seconds. I'm running the game at 5 speed. Oh, that's a great Legit Burger. Do you play your playthroughs in 5 speed or 1 speed? We must know.
I always play on 5 speed.
In every game?
Every game.
Every Firedex game ever made? Would you ever do a Hoi 3 World Conquest? That's a real question.
Yeah, I had an idea for World Conquest in every Hoi 4. No, Artsviren game. So Artsviren 1, 2, 3, and 4.
You see, I asked you this question because my next video is gonna be a Hoi 3 review. It's a very good game. I very much like it.
Terrible game.
Shut the fuck up, man. You don't know shit about. You don't know Hoi 3 like I do. Alright, you don't have.
I just looked at it for the 20 minutes he was streaming it, and it looked, and then I just kept hearing the piano falling sound effect.
It's a
like,
beautiful
all of a
sound
sudden.
effect, man. Stop
Yeah,
talking shit.
I was just like, this is just terrible.
It's a good game. I don't know why people hate on. Listen, my boy, Legitberg. I'll send you the intro, right? I'll send you the intro, and you can tell me what you think of the intro. Well, you can do it live on stream. Hold on. Who did I last send it to? I've shared. Yeah, I've shared it around. I want people to see my work. I'm a very proud man.
Positive reinforcement.
It's positive reinforcement. You didn't even react to it. You didn't say it. You didn't reinforce
Okay.
me positively.
Yeah, I can't feed into the addiction anymore.
after the
Well,
after the World War I game, it's not been the same.
Okay, I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay. Let's see his live reaction. Malware with Switzerland? No, thank fuck. How long do you give me to outlast the German horde? Oh no.
if you do well, forever.
I can cap Austria separately, and then that's like. But the problem is that Czechs are a massive front line. So I
You
can.
don't need to cap anyone, just drain their manpower over time.
Hopefully, the occupation of Paris, if France is taxing on them.
If you keep green air and just
Well,
like dig in.
we don't have green air, but I'm building radar. So I have jet fighters. I just need manpower now. I need to
Just
up
spam
conscription.
fighters, reduce into chaos, build less of the other equipment, try to get air dominance, dig in the mountains and the river, you should be fine.
We have jet fighters, so all my trade is blockaded.
I remember the part where it saved the Germans.
Fuck, dude, all my trade's blockaded. Oh no. Actually,
Don't you have a navy?
yeah, I have a navy, but I don't have fuel because my ports are blocked. Axial jet engine, yes please. I need better jet. I need better fighter jets. This is how the Italians can still win. Oh no.
I think I'm gonna be rude now. I have to head out. I do actually have to
You
get
have
some
to-
more editing done.
You
It's
need to
kind of
go
hard
to-
while
you need to go
talking.
to sleep, man. It's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's like nearly 9
Oof.
p.m. I have to go to sleep. It's late.
We're like we're 30 minutes over the over podcast time. Just so you know, this was a good episode.
This was a
Amazing.
good episode.
I'm gonna be able
Amazing.
to clip from the fuck out of this one on the second chat. They've breached. Oh, they've breached my defensive. Oh no.
It's over for him.
It's about to get good.
This is about the time where we end the stream. Thanks to everyone that tuned in to the Hoi 4 podcast. And next week we won't have a podcast. I'll be streaming something else. But next 2 weeks we will have a very special guest. We might have Legit Burger for a second time, or we might have Swineswall. No promises. No guest get confirmed beforehand for the record. What I'm saying is complete bullshit. I'm just telling you who might make an appearance, alright? All a legend. All fake news propaganda.
It'd be probably a bigger chance of Swinesball joining.
It's probably a
than
bigger
John
chance of
Fapper.
Legit Burger joining as a permanent host than John Fapper actually becoming a host.
I'll have to say what kind of
Schedule
response.
you have,
What, no, if I get sued from this.
You need to make a community
appearance.
post on your channel. Hey guys, I appeared on this web show. What do you think?
I have to consult with my lawyer first.
The lawyer says don't.
So far,
He was like, don't ever
Spoiler.
make contact with this man ever
the lawyer
again.
says, "Do not interact with handsome folk. He is a bad influence."
He is that bad for influence.
But yeah, to everyone that tuned into the stream, come on to the next one, or you will be banned forever from this channel. And yeah, that's it. Stop streaming. Please stop.
Bye bye, everybody.
OBS, please.
Never. YouTube stream is so weird because you have